headset to stand up the way I want today. My half-assed headset / microphone. Gets the job done. Pretty good quality sounding audio when we do this stream, I think. Needs more gain. No, it needs more reverb. I want to be all echoey. Yeah. Alright, let me get my stream on my phone. And I will start talking. And we'll watch foosball. It's foosball time. We've got 3 games to go until we're done until September.
Please join in singing our national anthem with 8-time Grammy Award winner Anita Baker.
I love when I hear like multi-time Grammy Award winner. I'm like, who? What's up, Michael? What's up, Karen?
Oh, say, can you
Well, we all know what next Sunday is. Back to the suffering. No, I'm kidding. I've been watching, I watched Brock Beard's video about the build-up to the 01 Daytona 500. I'm like, man, I'm kind of looking forward to watching some NASCAR stuff. I'm actually cringing as I say that because I don't want to admit it. Because last season took it out of me, but, you know. Saw the 24-hour race had a pretty awesome ending for a 24-hour race. As far as 24-hour races go, it's hard to get a better ending than the one we got. I guess I'll reluctantly pick the Eagles and the Bengals to win today. I'm not confident in either pick because I know these 2 games could go either way. You got to think the Chiefs are just pissed off. All the shit that Cincinnati's been talking about the Chiefs, about how they own them, and, oh, they're going to change the name of Arrowhead to Burrowhead Stadium because they own the Chiefs, and Chiefs can't never be. It's like, you're poking the fucking bear. I took Philly and the Bengals, but you just got to think the Chiefs are ready to put their fucking foot down and make a stand. Bad ankle on Mahomes or no ankle, good ankle, whatever. Kelsey might not play, although I figure Kelsey will play, but is he 100%? But that's a problem for 3 hours and 45 minutes from now. Right now, we're talking about Philly and the 49ers. A little rainy. Ooh, look, they're showing a commercial for SmackDown Friday. Fun fact, I might actually go to SmackDown Friday. I've been thinking about it. I'm thinking about going to SmackDown Friday because it's in Greenville, which is not far from here. Just across that South Carolina border. So I might go. They got some really cheap tickets too, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll go. I really enjoyed the Royal Rumble last night. I'm a little tired. I slept great, but I'm still tired, so I'm having trouble like turning my brain on to form sentences here. But I'm doing my best for you. So they've already got Daytona 500 odds. Haven't even put a fucking lap down yet, but they've got the odds. Who's the favorite? Let me guess. Logano, Elliott, or Blaney's got to be the favorite. Thinking, or Hamlin. Hamlin's got to be up on that list. Heard Jimmy Johnson, they're considering just going full-time with the 84 car. I heard something about that. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but God, he needs time in the car because he missed an entire 2 years. Plus the first full year in the new car. But fuck that shit. Who's going to the Super Bowl? We will find out today. Who dares goes to the Super Bowl?
Some of the faces on display today for this NFC Championship game presented by Intuit TurboTax. As we get set to say hello to Aaron Andrews and EA, in some ways it's been a long week for the 49ers.
I'm not putting money on Jimmy Johnson to win shit this year.
We've been ready to play this game since Monday. Trent Williams saying, I haven't had a full night of sleep since we beat Dallas. Feels like it took us 10 years to get back here, but here they are, the 49ers in their third NFC Championship in 4 years. Kyle Shanahan said because of this, we are hardened as a group. We have a different kind of confidence. I'll tell you who doesn't have a lot of experience. Their rookie quarterback, Brock Purdy, who said, I got to keep it simple and rely on the guys.
Andreas is here.
It's really interesting, Tom Rinaldi, to see how he deals with this rain and wind as well, as I send it over to you.
Aaron, by his own
I
admission,
picked the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts told us he's not 100% heading into this game, continuing to receive some treatment to his right shoulder, but he takes heed in the message Nick Sirianni gave to the team Saturday night. That as important as scheme and strategy are, this is about mindset and mental toughness.
Let's just hope whoever wins these 2 games today to go to the Super Bowl comes out relatively healthy. We don't want a shit Super Bowl because somebody gets hurt. Particularly whether it be Mahomes getting hurt worse, Burrow getting hurt, Jalen Hurts going out, Debo or McCaffrey going out for the 49ers, God forbid Bosa.
We remind you the Spanish language broadcast available today on Fox Deportes, and there is the weather. It's
Light rain and 50 degrees in Philly.
Could be a factor in the rain. We'll see it most of the day. 49ers have won the toss.
Eagles are getting the ball first.
And we will see Jalen Hurts in that injured shoulder first. Fans
Who's nervous?
So are we for this NFC Championship.
I'm only a little nervous.
And here we go. Short kick, Scott.
Baston Scat.
As a seam,
Good return.
across the 30, and a
Good start.
for Philadelphia, where we will see Jalen Hurts on the field. And there's a little bit of a
There's a
scrum
fight
field.
on the opening kickoff.
Flaring on the opening kickoff.
Jimmy Ward and A.J. Brown were fighting before the game, fun fact.
And we will see Jalen Hurts in that shoulder
anybody who
that
didn't
Tom
see.
talked about first.
Yeah, I think it's something for us to keep an eye on, especially everyone understanding just how
Everybody's got to keep their emotions in check today. I know it's hard. This game means everything. This is the most important game.
I think those games he missed with that shoulder injury towards the end of the year, where they went 0-2,
Dreary ass Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
It's pretty clear.
Looking to throw on first down. Far side
Short
field.
throw. There's Brown.
Makes the catch up across
Gain
the
of
40,
6.
tackled immediately by Charvarius Ward. And I think about the offense when you look, we talked about the Eagles can do whatever they want, but they're more of a passing offense early, aren't they?
They are, and that's, right off the bat, first play, they are one of the most pass-heavy teams on early downs, and really that.
It's funny how they're such a pass-heavy team on first down, but they run the ball so much and so well.
A lot of these expanded formations, which is how they build their space and their advantage for their run game.
Second down here is Miles Sanders.
And now they run it straight at him and get 6.
For the Eagles, up to the 46.
And Fred Warner is down.
Injured 49ers. That Fred
What did I
Warner.
just say before the game started?
Warner, just sensational. Second time named to the All-Pro team this year, and he's a critical part of this number 1D.
Stuck his arm in there to tackle Miles Sanders and... Oh,
There's Warner right there, number 54. Tough to tell. Injury timeout here in Philadelphia.
hopefully you can shake that off. There you go. We made it, what, 38 seconds into the game? Oh my god, there's Edelman. You might know him best for his role in 80 for Brady. Did anybody actually go see that fucking movie? Can I Google reviews for 80 for Brady? Has that shit come out yet? 80 for Brady reviews. I bet it's just so bad. A crowd-pleasing sports comedy. Are you sure? 80 for Brady, not as bad as you'd expect. Really? I'm still not going to pay to see it, but if it ever pops up free on a streaming service one of these days, maybe I'll give it a glance. Not as bad as you think. That's not a bad review. I expected to see it was going to get like shit all over on Rotten Tomatoes or something. You guys watched that Royal Rumble last night? Wasn't that just a great fucking show? What an ending. I think wrestling has moved me to tears 4 or maybe 5 times tops in my entire life for various reasons. I got a little teary-eyed last night when I was watching that last segment, and it was Jey Uso's acting. Oh my God. Jey Uso made me get all teary. I was like, damn, Jey, you're fucking acting your ass off, bro. What a fucking story they were telling. Well, Sami Zayn standing up to Roman Reigns. The crowd started chanting, fuck you, Roman. God, a modern WWE crowd loudly saying, fuck you. What a show last night. I loved it. That's why I'm thinking about going to SmackDown Friday. Fred Warner's hurrying into the medical tent, so he should be back.
In the meantime,
Philly's got a first down at the 46. If they can get past this 49er pass rush, the Eagles can walk all over them. They're built to beat the 49ers. They're almost the perfect matchup for them. That's what made this game so hard to pick. And a missed tackle. Thought he was going to get a lot more. He ended up only getting 2.
and here against this 49ers defense, they've been so great all year. They get to the quarterback.
They have to get to him today.
Isn't it? There's no real weakness.
They're not. They're good at pretty much everything. They have stars at all 3 levels, Pro Bowlers at all 3 levels. We talked about in the opening. The decision DeMeco Ryans, the defensive coordinator, that he's been wrestling with all week is, do we want to take away that run and make us vulnerable on the outside defending these 2 receivers, or do we maybe concede a little of the run game and stay strong on the back?
There's some pressure. Hurts gets out of it. Armstead trying not to lose the angle, and well, he makes him run out of bounds for basically no gain. Good job by Armstead there, not over pursuing that and letting Hurts slip by him.
Fred Warner back in the game, so that's good to see for the 49ers.
Yeah, and he's their engine. You know, Nick Bosa, of course, is a tremendous player along with Eric Armstead up front. But Fred Warner, he's the glue that makes that entire defense work. He connects the front end with the defensive line to the secondary. You're San Francisco. You're ecstatic that number 54 is back in the game.
Niners are showing a blitz. I don't think there's any way they blitz. Well, they are. Here they come. Oh! How was that caught? I thought Fred Warner was going to pick that off. Or who was that jumped in front of that? Who jumps in front of that? Warner blitzes, then drops back, and I thought he was going to pick this off. And A.J. Brown makes an unbelievable play. Well, there's no way they blitzed. Then they did. If you're a 49ers fan, you can't like that they already want to send a blitz like that this early. And Sanders snatched up short of the line.
Yeah, Brown last week only had 3 catches for 22 yards, but of course the Eagles were up 28-0 in that game before you could blink, so they didn't have to be. And Nick Sirianni in his second year, pretty remarkable job. Playoffs both seasons, and now to the championship game in his second season.
Yeah, and you got to imagine he's one of the front runners right now for NFL Coach of the Year. Just the job he's done to turn around not only the wins and losses, but the way they've built this culture, this identity here in Philadelphia. And probably his biggest victory has been the development and the emergence of Jalen Hurts as one of the stars of this league.
A lot of 49ers on the line again. They back out, though. Hurts wanted to run up through the middle. Bosa's chasing him. Oh, that's picked! Oh, he didn't get both feet in. Oh. Good eye by the ref. Baby Palomalu thought he had one.
Yeah, and this is something we're going to keep track of all day. Watch the job here Bosa does when he gets to the depth of Jalen Hurts. Watch him stop. See how he doesn't doesn't just jump inside the right tackle.
Look how well coached the 49ers are. There's been a couple plays where they are not letting Hurts get the angle on him. Like if they force him out of the pocket, they don't ever pursue it.
Has been harping on all week, preparing for Jalen Hurts. That was a nice job there by both.
Watch Hufanga in the secondary here.
3rd and 10 here. They back off the blitz.
Hurts going that way. What did I say? Here comes Hufanga to make the tackle. It's 4th down.
Making the catch.
4th and maybe 3, 4. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I think Nick
It's
Sirianni,
early.
He's at the cutting edge right now of the 4th down kind of renaissance that's going throughout the NFL. I'm not shocked here, KB, that he treats this in these conditions with this wind. This is 4-down territory.
And so they will go.
They're at the 49ers 35, and it's 4th down. Quarterback power. Well, he scrambles out. I don't like where this is going. Oh, whoa! Holy shit.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
That catch.
Remarkable catch, not only to stick up that right hand.
Yep, he got it.
Clearly in great body control. Philly's going fast, but he was
49ers don't know whether to shit or run their watch on defense now. No pass rush. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Still standing there. Throws it incomplete. Good coverage.
Yeah, San Francisco went straight man. You see him across the board.
The
man,
shot
they're
on
in
4th
great
and
shape.
3.
Jimmy Ward's in good position. This is just scramble drill. They teach the receivers, if you're running horizontal, you're running to the sideline. When you see your quarterback scramble, you go deep. You go take the top off and run. What an unbelievable catch and adjustment in the air by Devontae Smith. And let's go back to that decision early in this game. That is very on brand. That is very much the culture and the attitude Nick Sirianni.
Well, Sirianni's got a big pair.
They're one of the most aggressive
Play clock
teams.
running down. 2, 1, go. And Sanders walks into the end zone. My God. What a play. Grand Canyon opened up there.
You want to see two good double teams? Watch the movement on the
Nah, if he pulled a Deshaun Jackson, he'd have fumbled short of the goal line like a dumbass.
offensive line, widely regarded as the best unit in the league. Their head coach has a lot of confidence in his young quarterback. 4th down conversion. The offensive line does the rest. They're the best opening drive scoring team in the league. 9 of them coming into today. They just had to
7-0. San Francisco, you better not wind up like Minnesota did a few years ago. We had hop for that game like we had for this. Didn't go so well.
29-yarder, a one-hander, and another opening drive touchdown. Eagles in front.
Wow. Like I said, 49ers look ready to play and well coached. They just got beat there on defense. Need a sip of Powerade on that one. You know, it wasn't until a couple of nights ago I really decided to change my pick to the Eagles the more I thought about it. Because I really like the 49ers. I love everything they do. My uncle pointed out to me wisely, and I was thinking this too, but Brock Purdy is going to stink it up at some point. Is today the day? He hasn't been on the field yet. We're about to find out, but he's not meant to be here. Rookies never led their team to the Super Bowl. And I was like, you know what? I'll go Philly. I'll take the home team. They're fired up. 49ers are fired up, but I don't know. It's hard to imagine either of these teams losing a game right now.
Well, a huge catch by Devontae Smith, and it turns out it looks like the Eagles got away with one. Let's bring in Mike Pereira.
Uh-oh, they're saying the Devontae Smith catch shouldn't have been a catch.
Well, he's clearly going to the ground, Kevin. Ball hits the ground. He's got
Ooh, he did get away with one.
Had that been challenged, it would have been overturned to an incomplete pass.
That's why
damn.
And Philadelphia got the line right away, and there you go.
You got away with one, Eagles.
Fourth down and 3, by the way.
Yeah, no doubt.
49ers fans never going to let that go.
So fast when we saw the initial replay, he was 3 yards inbound. So it wasn't that he didn't think he got his feet down, but upon that other angle, you heard Mike Pereira mention it. You didn't see it initially, but that ball hits the ground, and if you're San Francisco right now, that's a big part of the game.
Yeah, that would have been turnover on downs.
So now the 49ers
So that is devastating.
Number 25, where we will see the rookie quarterback Brock Purdy, who has been sensational.
Big cock Brock in the house.
San Francisco with all the
Live in fear, Philadelphia.
Every single game he started, he's 7-0, couple playoff wins, and he's got his team to the championship game.
Yeah, and the best thing that Brock Purdy, you see that right there, that 14 touchdowns, that 2 interceptions, he has taken care of the ball. The challenge for this offense today, Brock Purdy, is can he take
McCaffrey didn't practice most of this week, but they say he's 100%.
Against this Philly defense, that's going to bring a lot of pressure.
100% as you can be after a 17-game regular season and a couple of playoff games. There's Kittle. Lucky tackle there. Just a gain of 9 was about to be a lot more.
And Kittle's really kind of had a second life with Brock Purdy. We know about Trent Williams, one of the best in the game. But since Purdy has started, Kittle has been like the featured guy. He was a little bit forgotten earlier in the year.
Absolutely. It's pretty easy to kind of lose track of George Kittle when you're worried about where's Deebo Samuel? Is he at running back? Where's Christian McCaffrey? Is he lined up at wide receiver? The versatility of both their personnel groups and their formation.
Tevin Coleman's on the active roster for the 49ers today because Mitchell's not playing.
Defenses to find everybody.
And McCaffrey stood up just short of the first down.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson was there on the stop, and it'll bring him a 3rd down and less than a yard. And so McCaffrey, we watch him today, and the 49ers go quickly here.
Quarterback sneak.
Calf injury from last week.
Quarterback sneak. Are they going to run it? Boy, he just barely got it.
First down, San Francisco. Another storyline today is this. Talk about the youngest starting quarterbacks conference championship game.
Gee, remember when Sean King started a championship game?
Down to days here, Greg. We're really doing the math. Brock Purdy, 23 years.
I was in kindergarten.
It happened to be the last pick of the draft this year and the 3rd quarterback by the 49ers this year. It's unbelievable. They go with Deebo Samuel in the backfield for the first time.
Nobody's been happier about having McCaffrey than Deebo. It's taken a lot of the weight off of him. There's Ayuk. I think the Eagles jumped off
And
sides.
now let's see what the penalty is. John Hussey, our referee this afternoon.
And I was correct.
That's on Hassan Reddick. They will take the catch to Ayuk instead. Reddick had a fantastic year, tied for 2nd in the league in sacks. This Eagles team almost broke the sack record. It's 70 of them on the year. And now 1st and 10. Samuel.
There's Deebo.
Deebo Samuel and stacked up in midfield by Gardner-Johnson. Slay was there as It's this Eagles defense, and that is their specialty, right? They've been rock solid, but the pressure and the sacks of the quarterback, that's where they excel.
Yeah, everything with this Philadelphia defense, as you mentioned, starts up front. Their ability, when you're in passing downs, when you're playing from behind, as San Francisco finds themselves here early, their ability to rush the passer, but then they also have one of the premier cornerback combinations, James Bradbury, Darius Slay on the outside. This is as formidable defense as there is across the entire league.
Play action. Look out! Oh, that's an easy interception. Oh, he dropped it. That should have been a pick six. He stumbles forward, and then he drops it diving for it. That should have been a pick six. That thing hung up in the air forever. Oh.
Listen, it's hard to block Hassan Reddick. Well, there's something going on here on the sidelines. They're challenging it. Yeah, they're going to challenge this. They were screaming for Nick Sirianni. They were all
maybe it's a fumble?
The jumbo screen, and they came.
I think if it's a fumble, there's a clear recovery by Philly. It looked like it. Yeah, if it's a pass, it's incomplete. But if it's a fumble, it's an Eagles recovery. Oh, yeah, that's a fumble. And the Eagles come away with it. Dropped the would-be interception, but actually recovered what is a fumble. If that makes any sense. Our lives in jeopardy, baby. Yeah, it's going to be the Eagles' ball. Yep, that should be Philly's ball. Catching all the breaks so far, aren't they? The Devontae Smith thing was not a catch. Then they get this play, which is a fumble recovered by Philly. So yeah, they're getting all the breaks. Wait a minute. It says on my thing here, it says Brock Purdy pass incomplete. Philadelphia challenged the incomplete pass ruling, and the play was upheld. So it will not be Philly's ball. It's going to stay with the 49ers. Really? Is that a makeup call? Or can they show me something that will prove to me that it was an incomplete pass? Because so far to me, it looked like a fucking fumble. Okay, now it says reversed. Now the thing just changed to reversed. So this fucking thing is lying to me. Here's the call. It's been changed. Yes. Okay, that is the right call. For a minute there, my little ESPN thing said it was upheld. So it's Philadelphia's ball off a fumble.
Well, that's obviously who's trying revenge. You just thought about Purdy has not turned it over, but that's the mismatch with Reddick against the backup tight end there.
And you let the broadcast talking about Reddick and the impact he's made now in his first year. You see him there, he's fired up. But the biggest thing he does, his sacks don't just result in sacks. He has an unbelievable ability to do what you just see there, which is attack the throwing hand, attack the ball. He can force turnovers, rush the passer. He's made quite the impact here in Philadelphia.
So the Eagles take over. Here is Sanders.
Small Sanders going to the outside. Maybe a yard.
By this 49ers run defense, which is number 2 in the NFL during the regular season. Now, first fumble of the year for Brock Purdy. Only 2 interceptions since he's been a starter.
And checking out his arm. They fake it to Sanders. Hurts standing back there. Great tackle by Greenlaw on Stoll.
Not the start San Francisco wants to see, and nobody wants to see this over here on the bench. This is shots of San Francisco's doctors looking. We're going to look at this. I'm looking at it in real time. Yeah, he was hit right there on his wrist, and that's where the doctors were looking, guys, on that right arm. We'll keep you updated.
Wow, let's
keep an eye on Brock Purdy's wrist.
Is Josh Johnson, Jimmy Garoppolo not healthy?
If Josh Johnson comes in this game, you know it's over.
He's not there, so Purdy
I think Purdy's going to be all right. Third down at midfield. 49ers, they can't give up any points off of this. They already got hosed earlier on the Devontae Smith play. And they stuffed that for no gain. That was an iffy play call there by Philly. Run right into the teeth of that defense.
Yeah, and they needed that, KB.
Yeah.
And I think Shane Steichen, the offensive
Best to
coordinator,
punt
I think
now,
in his
but what a
mind, he
wasted
thought he had
opportunity
2
for Philly.
downs. You can always tell their intent for what they're going to do on 4th down by what they run on 3rd. I think that inside.
They were hoping to get a few yards and set up at least a 4th and short if they didn't get the first. They didn't gain anything,
We've already
though.
shown we're willing to go for 4th downs on the biggest stage, but big time hold there by this San Francisco front.
Brett Kern to punt it away. Low liner.
Oh,
And go in
touchback. That sucks. That was almost a perfect punt.
On the 20, we'll check on Brock Purdy's wrist. We come back 7-0 Eagles.
Okay, could be worse, 49ers. You've dodged the worst of it so far. I don't understand the Eagles play calling that 3rd down. Just play to move the sticks. Don't play to set up a 4. Just move the sticks now. Wonder if this week's going to go by slow or fast, knowing there's a race next Sunday. If you can call it that. The Clash is the most pointless event on the NASCAR calendar. I mean, the LA Coliseum thing's awesome. Just kind of wish they could work it into a points race somehow. Because the Clash is fucking pointless. Like I said, I don't want anybody to get confused. I think the Coliseum deal is great. I don't want to be like those people. I ain't real racing. I ain't racetrack. Go to fucking Bowman Gray. No. Hey, you want to win Terry Bradshaw's SUV?
Download the free Super 6 app. Enter your 6 game predictions for a chance at Terry's money. And then opt into the SUV sweepstakes for a chance at his ride. Well, big news here back at the game.
Oh, what? Josh Johnson's in the game. Yeah, this game's over.
Brock Purdy was warming up, Greg, and then it looks like he's saying here that he can't throw. He can't do it. Aaron told us about the
Well, this game's over. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. on making it back to another Super Bowl because Josh Johnson's in at quarterback for the 49ers. They're fucked. This sucks. They are so fucked. I'm so glad I picked the Eagles now. The parlay will remain alive. Although McCaffrey's doing all he can. That was a nice little run.
How do the 49ers respond?
Yeah, I think
They're fucked. That's how.
Their leaders, Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Debo.
Got a lot of talent. A lot of talent here. But they got a big fucking hurdle to overcome now. How many different NFL teams has Josh Johnson been on? That tells you everything. 13 touchdowns, 16 interceptions in his career. Under 60% completion percentage. This is who you have to rely on. Hell, what if the 49ers win? Hell, Jimmy G will get the start in the Super Bowl. And Johnson is destroyed. Actually, Reddick took the ball away. They say he was down. This game's over, man. It's over.
No answer, but again, they're trying to block Hassan Reddick with
Just as I said at the start of the game, I didn't want anybody major to get hurt in this game or coming out of this game.
He clearly comes up with the ball, but let's see where possession is. Oh, Mike Pryor, that is close.
It is very close, but I think when his rear end hits the
I think they'll have to say that the 49ers keep the ball there, but it's a sack.
Yeah, I think the game plan of block Hassan Reddick with anyone other than a tackle right now has got to go out the window.
Delay a game. Delay of game.
Get the playoff, maybe, or no, they don't. Delay of game.
Jesus Christ.
And this is a disaster of a start for San Francisco.
Delay a game. Offense. On your penalty. Third down.
It goes without saying, they've got to find a way to settle in here. The defense, D'Amico Ryan's over there talking to his group, saying, hey, we might have to shoulder a little of this game. Let's keep it a 7-0 game for as long as we can. Give Kyle Shanahan a chance to regroup here on offense.
We all have to sit here for the next couple of hours and pretend that this game's not over yet.
Johnson just going to hand off.
There's McCaffrey on a good little draw play. Oh, my God. Gain
He's still going to be
almost 17 there on 3rd and 20.
And the 49ers will send out the punt team. Well, the 49ers and Brock Purdy, how do they react? Aaron tells us
I guess Purdy's hurt pretty bad. He made the call. He just looked at Kyle and said he couldn't throw.
Who knows? We'll find out if he's able to come back or if that's it for him today. Right now, 7-0.
They better hope he can come back, and it's got to happen fast. They're not going to be able to overcome this.
Wisnowski to punt it away. Devontae Smith is back for the Eagles. Short punt. Smith's going to let it go. And rolls on down inside the 30. And that's where the Eagles will take over with an early lead in this NFC Championship. And hang on.
And we got a flag after the play for some stupidity.
And Nick Bosa is now down on one knee.
And now, yeah, Bosa's shaking up.
NFL sack leader. My goodness.
Hey, this is...
After the play is over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 28
On Philly.
receiving team. That penalty is half the distance to the goal. First
So that'll back up Philly after not a great punt.
All the concern for Brock Purdy, the 49ers quarterback, out of this
Oh, sorry, Michael. You had a good year.
Eagles upset.
Nobody would have thought when the 49ers lost to the goddamn Nathaniel Hackett Denver Broncos or got blown out by the Falcons that they'd make it this far. So they've had a good run. Very cute, very adorable. 'Tis over now. Unless Brock Purdy's able to come back in and salvage something. Injuries suck. course, it would be the 49ers of all teams trying to win the NFC Championship using their 4th fucking quarterback. Do you think this is karma for doing Colin Kaepernick the way they did? Is that why the 49ers have been so cursed? Eagles might as well be sharks right now. There's blood in the water, bitch. Ooh, looking forward to that Burrow Mahomes game later. Maybe Bosa just got hit in the nuts a play or two ago, and then it like started to set in, and he was like, "Fuck," and dropped to one knee. You know how that goes. You get hit in the nuts. Sometimes it doesn't always hurt right away.
7-0 Eagles late in this first quarter, but all kinds of news. Brock Purdy, starting quarterback for the 49ers, is out right now. And we just
need about 8 or 9 turnovers going forward here. 49ers, Bosa's back in the game.
Maybe even a little blood on that sock, it looks like.
They're working on Purdy's arm. It looked like there was some swelling. Did you see his hand? Was that just me, or was there swelling? A.J. Brown gets a block. First down.
Should be a first down. Now on that penalty where the Eagles are backed up. Well, actually, this is the play that took out Bosa.
Yeah, Bosa wasn't
Oh, Bosa got hit on the sideline.
On the sideline, getting ready to run out. You see that last
That fucking sucks.
Is what they call.
He's all right now, but damn, he got wiped out on the sideline.
Collateral damage there. Nick Bosa's ready to run out and take the field for the next defensive possession, and he gets caught in the fray.
Screen to Brown. They are getting the ball to A.J. Brown come hell or high water.
After a gain of 1. So how about the 49ers defense now? How do they react and think after their quarterback is hurt, and who knows what his status is?
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing that we said was happening inside the offensive huddle with their leaders. Now the defensive leaders, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, they need to understand this. The entire framework and plan now is out the window. You need to turn this into a low-scoring, low-possession, takeaways. You got to try to grind this game out now until they find out whether Brock Purdy's able to return.
And Hurts quarterback Powers swallowed up by Warner. Another odd decision / play call by Philadelphia there, my opinion.
Yeah, you see, he kind of bobbled.
Of course, it's easy to say now when it didn't work well. He bobbled the snap, but
either way, Fred Warner's unblocked.
I don't know if that was designed that way. I know the snap wasn't meant to be bobbled, but was it a designed quarterback run? Or was the play just fucked when he bobbled the snap? The margin for error just got way smaller for San Francisco. Way smaller. Non-existent.
They're first. Talk things over with 20 seconds to go in the first quarter, and we'll be right back after this message from State Farm.
Okay, I'll say Kaepernick was trash in his next to last year. Cap's last year, he was actually not bad, but the team was terrible. 2016 Kaepernick actually was pretty good. Better than most remember, but his next to last year and the year before that, the Chip Kelly deal, it was horrible.
Final seconds of this first quarter.
Still don't see how he didn't get on an NFL roster. But Josh fucking Johnson still is going from team to team. Nobody can explain that to me. Nobody can give me a good answer on that. Why does Josh Johnson get to keep bouncing roster to roster, but Kaepernick couldn't even make a team as a second or a third stringer? I don't buy that.
Eagles scored after that.
Maybe that's just karma for firing Harbaugh the way they did. We'll say that. Hurts, deep throw, wide open, overthrows. He had a touchdown. Eagles have blown a couple of big opportunities to break this game open. Keep the 49ers' minuscule hopes alive.
Against A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown just kind of makes a little slight outside
That overthrow
move,
there, and then the
kinda
weird play
skinnies
call
up
on the
the
third down
inside.
off
He's
the
got a
fumble.
beat, and that's
Bosa's
a
hobbling
ball
off
that
again.
Jalen Hurts has majored in all year. He's one of the best in the league, pushing the ball downfield, and that one just gets away from him.
Bosa was down on the ground again. He just fell over his own teammate there, so hopefully he's okay. Here's Kern off the side of his foot.
Not a great punt.
Way out of bounds and short. And there's a penalty flag as well. So let's unfold all this.
It's been an ugly game.
There's a lot going on here.
I'll tell you what, we've checked a lot of squares on the what's possible, the possibilities to unfold in this game. There's a lot of guys on the field that are pointing up at the wire.
Did the punt hit the fucking cable?
You see John Hussey as his crew talking this over.
Can we get a video replay on that?
Yeah, you see him, a lot of conversation. The Philadelphia players are pretty adamant that that's what happened. Let's see what the penalty was.
Colin blocking the back on Philly. Hands to the face.
Hands to the face, kicking team, number 27. That penalty will be tacked on from the succeeding spot.
Mike, there's a lot of discussion here. What are you seeing?
Yeah, well, they are in New York looking to see if the ball did hit the wire, because you certainly, the appearances kind of showed that. Now, if it did, then you basically have a do-over. So you have a do-over if that would be the case, and it would eliminate, by the way, the penalty.
Well, this has
that was called
been a
since it
fucking
was a
dumbass
personal
game
foul.
so far.
So they'll see if they can find the footage of the ball hitting the wire.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like the whole Eagles sideline pointed up at the same time. So I think that would be hard to make up if everyone did it at the same time.
No question.
There's Brett Kern, the punter, saying
He's telling the referee his favorite TV show, The Wire.
Yeah, you'll see. They were pretty adamant about what they saw, but just from a field position standpoint, this is a critical determination.
Oh, no question. I mean, that ball.
Well, you better fucking get it right.
Short. See Jake Elliott.
This gives Purdy more time to hopefully get worked on. I don't know what they can do.
Yeah, from where the officials are going, it looks like they're just going to award the ball here to San Francisco and carry on.
Well, they need to fucking figure it out.
You know, Mike, it's interesting here. You're talking about looking for evidence. But
How do you not have evidence? There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. They have to have a clear shot that shows that it did hit the wire. By the way, a wire, any object, any type of thing. So sometimes very difficult to see, even though we saw that clear reaction by Philadelphia. But if they can't see it,
We cannot confirm whether the ball hit the wire or not. As a result, the penalty will be enforced from the succeeding spot, first down. Apologies for the delay, but we wanted to confirm that.
I don't know, Greg.
I can't see either.
Tell, you can see that the ball is obviously traveling with different rotation than we're traditionally used to seeing. And we're used to seeing a little more of a tight spiral. Point starts up and turns over.
Well, the 49ers need all the help they can get. They get the ball at midfield. Josh Johnson's still the quarterback, unfortunately.
9 seconds left in the first. Johnson back to throw. Slings on a
Good catch by Debo for about 9.
It's going to be a little short of a first down, but that's got to feel good for Josh Johnson on his
Into
first
the
pass
quarter.
to come in and deliver.
Gee, you think that
to
took long
Samuel.
enough?
So the 49ers in good field position here. They trail 7-0.
Purdy over there trying to warm up.
Championship on Fox.
What a stupid fucking game. What if you punt a ball up in the air and it hits a fucking seagull? The dude from Shazam played Kurt Warner. Wow, how did I not know that? Oh my God, it's the Clash at the Coliseum.
Next Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
I like how they're advertising next Sunday at 5. Is that when the heat races start? Because last year they did not even advertise the heat races.
Brock Purdy, the San Francisco starter, is out. More on that in a moment. Here's Josh Johnson, who's been in, just completed his first playoff pass.
Yeah, remember, kids, Colin Kaepernick and Cam Newton aren't good enough to be on a roster, but Josh Johnson can have a fucking decade-long career.
So he has the veteran experience as far as playing, but not in this type of game. And now it's on his shoulders. The fourth quarterback of the year.
Second one. Had a nice completion on first down.
We start with a second and short. Handoff McCaffrey.
And McCaffrey
inside the 35. Now what about the starter?
down to the 33.
Well, let's take you through it. Here's the injury, Kevin. Of course, the 49ers are calling it a right elbow. That's when it's happened. Just watching
Oh, it's in
him
his
over here
elbow.
on the sidelines. He's had that right elbow worked on. He's been throwing the ball. He spent some time in the blue tent. That's the latest video we have. They just wrapped up that right elbow. You know, all the while, Kyle Shanahan's been talking to the doctor saying, what's going on? Do you have an update? Teammates been coming over and hugging him. They're obviously not ruling him out. His helmet's on. You see him looking right there. We'll let you know if we hear anything else.
Yeah, that picture at least looks promising, but we'll see what happens.
Well, if the 49ers were able to win this game, it'd be one for the delay a game.
Johnson.
Delay a game.
I don't know if they got this play off. They did
That's
not
his second
delay
one.
Since he's come in there.
You got to take advantage of this field position. You got to stop this shit.
Here's one thing I'll say. With all that's gone on, and it feels overwhelmingly Philadelphia.
It's only 7-0.
The 49ers are driving.
Yeah, and barring a controversial call that upon, more extended replay, we determined that it wasn't called on the fourth down conversion. San Francisco is fine. Now, the question is, Kyle Shanahan, he's been
Excuse me.
magic this year. Loses his top two quarterback, moves on, of course, to Brock Purdy to number 3. If Josh Johnson has to finish this game, is there more magic now with your fourth-string quarterback?
Here's Johnson about to tell us. Pressure.
And
He's been taken down by Javon Hargrave.
Is
And
there
the
a
signal is he's down.
sack?
Knees were down there before he threw that.
A delay a game followed by a sack. Brilliant.
Here is the controversy we were talking about. 4th and 3. Looked like an unreal catch from Devontae Smith. They hurry to the line.
What a story this would have been had they been able to dress Jimmy Garoppolo today.
We only saw this replay when we went to commercial. People wondering at home, well, how come the expedited replay didn't look at it? Mike Pereira tells us because they didn't see that angle. Philly went to the line so quick there was no time to show it. That's why.
Yeah, teams practice that. They have code words that alerts the
Well, they're back out of field goal range now.
This play is going to stand.
Second and long. Johnson over the middle. It is
Batted down.
incomplete.
3rd and 20.
As Hargrave in there again. 3rd and 20.
Yeah, you've seen now Hargrave, the last 2 plays, the sack and now the pass deflection. He's who makes it all go. Of course, Hassan Reddick and Sweat and Brandon Graham, they get all the sacks. He's a double-digit sack guy from the interior defensive line. His play this year has been the difference for this Philadelphia defensive front.
They have to get to the 24. Penalty flag.
And a flag, and he lobs it up incomplete.
The ball is loose just in case McCaffrey gets on it. Graham on the pressure and the flag too, so let's uncover that. So after the punt, whether it hit the wire or not, a promising start to the drive.
They couldn't take advantage of that field position.
Legal formation. Offense number 71. That penalty is
Trent Williams got called for illegal formation.
Yeah, you mentioned it. That was a prime opportunity to get a short field following the short punt and the penalty on Philadelphia, but San Francisco was only able to move 2 pre-snap delay games.
Had a net total of 6 yards there on 3 plays.
You've got to find a way to settle in here early on the road and stay alive in this game.
Wisnowski to punt it away. Britton Covey calls fair catch. All the way back at the 6. And so the Eagles will take over. Been a good start for these Philly fans looking for another Super Bowl. Yeah, that last pass was incomplete. Mike Trout, Eagles big time.
Yeah, this is embarrassing quarterback play. But once again, kids, remember, many NFL teams have given Josh Johnson a chance over Colin Kaepernick and now Cam Newton. Just remember that. Just throwing that out there. How many playoff game quarterback rushing records does Josh Johnson have? Oh, yeah, none. How many does Kaepernick have? Oh, yeah, he had one. Old Barry said we can take pictures of planets light years away from Earth, but we can't find evidence of a football hitting a fucking wire in a stadium full of 70,000 people watching. Well, back to this boring bullshit. God, is it NASCAR season already? I'm bored. I'm kidding.
In Philadelphia, First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden taking in the game with the Commissioner, Roger Goodell. 7-0 Eagles.
Dr. Jill Biden, why is your son a cokehead? And does your husband have dementia? God, I love this country. All right, turnover time, 49ers.
Eagles backed up here from around 6. And they're going to hand it off.
And there you go.
Sanders, well played. Drake Greenlaw all over it.
Bosa still in the game.
That'll bring up 2nd down. You know, Jalen Hurts, Greg, it's his 3rd year running this offense. He's ascended to new levels, an MVP finalist this year.
Yeah, and as we mentioned in the open, sometimes you learn more about how valuable a player is when you lose them. And I think those few weeks at the end of the season where Philadelphia had to learn to operate without their potential MVP quarterback, I think you just learned there's a lot of really good players on this Philly offense. Best offensive line in the league, great skill players. But this whole offense is built around Jalen Hurts. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, no, that's a safety. Is that not a safety? Oh, they're going to say he's down at the 1. Oh, man, he went backwards.
All right, so when you're defending a zone read, typically
show me this replay again before he gets touched. Well, they're really generous putting him just across the 1. My eyes, I saw Bosa wrapped around Hurts in the end zone and thought, man. Johnson started a couple of games during the COVID year. Yes, he did. I've seen him start for Washington in the past as well. A 3 and out, and the Eagles have to punt from the 1.
We'll have to punt it away. And ever since that opening drive, the this 49ers defense has been locked
49ers
in.
defense clamping
The
down.
importance of that last third down, it was third and real long. You don't anticipate to convert that a lot. But even just taking a short check down to allow the punter to stand at typical depth. You're going to see here, the punter's only at, his heels are at 9, 10 yards. 49ers are going to try to get some pressure up the middle, knowing this punt is not at the normal depth from the long snapper.
Curran trying to get it.
Not a great punt.
No wires this time, but a short punt takes a Philly bounce, and then it's taken there by McLeod. Makes moves, gets away from some, and then taken down.
Well, the Niners get the ball at the Eagles' 46.
Well, this number 1 49ers defense, and Nick Bosa making a huge play. This defense hanging in.
Can't wait to see what Josh Johnson does on this series. Totally electrifying. He's totally earned his place on NFL rosters. Totally. Once again, it just goes to show sometimes in the NFL it's about who you know, not how good you actually are. Because I will remind you, all those years that Kaepernick still could have been on a roster, I'm not saying he deserved to be a starter, but he could have made a roster. People picked Josh Johnson and Mark Sanchez over him. Why? I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty incredible.
Any day now.
Niners are in the NFC title game. Trey Lance, their starter, broken ankle week 2, lost for the season. Jimmy Garoppolo, broken left foot against the Dolphins. Hoping to get him back soon at some point. And then Brock Purdy.
Thing is, with Josh Johnson in the game, running the ball's way harder now because that's all the Eagles are going to play for. I know that fucking bum can't throw or make plays.
Right now, it's Josh Johnson, the 4th quarterback of the year, his first ever playoff action in a decade in the league.
They play action. We're short to McCaffrey. Got a block. This is going to be a big play. Oh.
First down, and he should have it and will. Got a good block from Daniel Brunskill out there on the screen.
And the best part about this screen is the timing. McCaffrey doesn't get out there too fast. The landmark for those screens is the inside edge of the numbers. So watch, he allows his lineman to get out. Now watch where he hits it. Right along those, they call them railroad tracks. The offensive linemen know you're either going to kick guys off the numbers or pin them inside. Well-timed and a perfect landmark.
Well, initially it looked like he got it, but they mark him just short. It's a 2nd and 1. McCaffrey cuts up. Now
First down, McCaffrey. Hey, they got a first down this time.
You know, that's another big thing about this 49ers team. Maybe the ability to withstand this injury because they went out and traded for McCaffrey. Look at where they were before they got him. After, and the 12-1, in the one game they lost, he had gotten there Thursday night, and he played against Kansas City Sunday.
Absolutely. I mean, since McCaffrey joined them with a full week of practice following that Kansas City game where you mentioned he got traded after that Thursday night football game in the middle of the night, and he played on Sunday. They lost to Kansas City, and they haven't lost since.
Ooh, another great McCaffrey play. I think his knee's down short of the first.
Just a little bit short of a first down.
And I think early on, these are the throws Josh Johnson's going to be comfortable with. Nice job there by McCaffrey. He knows he's the outlet. Just find space. Find a gap in the defensive line that your quarterback can see you clearly. I think if he catches that ball clean, he might pull away from White. It was that bobble double catch that allowed White to make the tackle short.
Quarterback sneak on second one. He got the first.
Now move the chains for a first down. Well, the reimagined Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon headed back to Las Vegas. See the Manning brothers lead the AFC and NFC head coaches. New skills challenges in the first ever AFC NFC flag football game. Tune in next Sunday, 3 Eastern on ABC and ESPN.
Yeah, you go back and to go back to Brock Purdy for a second, you go back and you take a look at the mechanism.
Whistle.
Issue there on the sideline with the chains.
Oh no, don't tell me the chains broke
The way
again.
his arm was hit on that fumble, the mechanism and how
Oh
his
man,
elbow went
did the
back.
chains break
It is
again?
an elbow injury, but so often it's the grip strength, right? There's so many nerves, there's so many different things going on in that elbow that it's the quarterback's ability to grip the ball. Right, so watch, when Reddick attacks his hand, his elbow really snaps back. You know, you see with a lot of pitchers, the torque they create on that joint, and watch how hard that right elbow kind of snaps back, and oftentimes the last feeling to come back is in your fingers and your ability to squeeze the ball.
Well, I'd say right now, while they hope that he comes back, a pretty good plan. I guess they had to go to backup chains.
We have now, I'm not going to say we've seen it all, but we've seen a lot.
I mean,
Yep, the chains broke again, guys.
And they've got backups for everything.
that's what the
Billion-dollar corporation. Multi-billion-dollar corporation, the NFL. Oh, just throw it the fuck away. You suck.
for Ayuk, and it's incomplete, and it brings up second down.
They eked out a couple of first downs on this drive.
You're trying on these early down runs to get these defensive ends to chase that toss action to McCaffrey. He does a great job making Josh Johnson get depth. He never allows him to break contain of the pocket. I like, though, that Kyle Shanahan is using those early downs, play action, not just turning around and handing it off on every early down. Give his quarterback a chance to get some completions on first and second down.
Here is McCaffrey, right side, breaks it.
Wow. Holy hell. Go, McCaffrey. Touchdown. Run of the year. And it was only for what, 23 yards? Oh, my God. Put the team on his back. Who does he think he is, Greg Jennings?
You're on your fourth string quarterback. You need your stars to show up. Christian McCaffrey's put the team on his back this year.
I just said that.
Block.
Put the team on his back, though.
George Kittle, and this is just rough
Oh, my
contact.
God.
This is just refusing to go down. Nothing pretty. Just running.
We're an
through
extra
the
point away from being tied. Can you believe this?
49ers have found a way to hang in this game and now tied up.
Hey.
Defense got a big stand,
7-7.
forced the punt from their own end zone, and then it was the Christian McCaffrey drive. Amazing. And with all the
Darius Slay looked like a goddamn idiot there.
here in Philly.
Like I said, they got a lot of fucking high-end talent. It's just really hard to overcome Josh Johnson being your quarterback. But if a team can do it, maybe they can. we're not going to shut today. Think the Eagles are going to start pressing? They got to figure out something on offense, because when you think about it, the Eagles' offense hasn't done shit. Their touchdown drive, they went for it on a 4th down, and it should have been a turnover on downs. Devontae Smith did not maintain control of the ball, but didn't get challenged, didn't get looked at. They scored the next play. So really, the Eagles have not done shit offensively. Defensively, they don't have to do much. They're going up against Josh Johnson, but you better stop that run. That should be the one thing you're worried about right now if you're Philly, the run. I ain't worried about fucking Josh Johnson. He's terrible. Sell out. Got to stop that run. Debo and McCaffrey are the two guys I'm worried most about if I'm an Eagles fan.
Back to the NFC Championship
McCaffrey
game,
just fucking
presented by Intuit TurboTax.
spit roasted their whole defense.
Here in this first half, Christian McCaffrey has been his show since Brock Purdy got hurt. You know, he's getting the ball, and he's delivered with an epic touchdown run moments ago from 23 yards out. See the 9th straight game with a touchdown run for him.
Can't believe this game's
And the
tied.
49ers playing without their quarterback with an elbow injury. All square at 7. 8:29 to go here from South Philly. And Scott will take a knee there. Greg, that was an insane play.
Yeah, you're going to see Marcus Epps, number 22.
That was like a mini Marshawn Lynch run there for 23 yards.
Jennings, but they never get him. I mean, this is a tackle for no gain. McCaffrey jumps over him, makes Slay miss, takes a big shot, and then still scores. I mean, it's just a remarkable run. Nobody happier in this building than Brock Purdy coming over and understanding it's going to take a lot of guys to step up anytime you have your 4th string quarterback in there, and they're going to need their stars to perform. And that's what McCaffrey did.
There's Miles Sanders for 4.
Run it with Sanders. And you think about what they did on the opening drive. They go right down the field. They score a touchdown on the Sanders 6-yard run. Since then, 3 drives, 13 total yards, 3 punts. It's changed.
Yeah, and D'Amico Ryans told us when we had a chance to visit with him this week that even if the game starts out a little slow for us, even if Philadelphia makes their fair share of plays, we got to just keep playing. We've got to make this team play us for 4 quarters. We're going to continue to make adjustments in our fronts and our coverages, and since that opening drive, that's what they've done.
Sanders again.
Runs into a
3rd and 2.
He's going to be short of the first down. Kinlaw there as well. They'll bring up a 3rd down and short, where Philly's just 1 of 5 today on 3rd down.
Yeah, and it's typically an area where Philadelphia is so good, especially in these 3rd and 5 and unders, because of the element Jalen Hurts brings. Not only as a designed runner, the zone read, the quarterback counter, but also in some of the drop back game. We mentioned earlier, if you don't rush him the right way, drop back pass, you cover, he'll pick up the first down with his legs.
3rd and 2. It is
Hurts going to try to keep it. Nope, short of the first. Short of the first. 4th down. Good stop. I think you're right. The Eagles are pressing a little bit.
They go for these quarterback sneaks a lot. Do they go here? Here's the play.
Great job here. It's the same play we saw Nick Bosa blow.
I thought when he got by
Safety in
the
first
linebacker
quarter.
on the edge, I thought he was going to make it. And look at this. They're going to go for this.
He's got 2 options here. Obviously, that quarterback sneak is what they've been known for. They pack everybody in, but we've seen in recent weeks they do
Pile
have
the middle.
some counters
Pile the
on it,
middle.
but This looks like sneak.
It is sneak.
He got it. That's so cheap. You shouldn't go for it on 4th down at your own 34. I don't like that, even though it worked.
It's still hard to stop.
Yeah, think back to what we said earlier in the first quarter. The 3rd down call. Watch these guys. Look how low their helmets are. Jason Kelsey, the center. He's like a rugby scrum. He's getting his neck almost locked in inside the defensive lineman. It's remarkable. Watch 62. Kelsey just takes the whole defensive line on a ride. But go back to the 3rd down. The zone read keep. You're only running that on 3rd if you've already told yourself, we get it to 4th and short. There's no question. We're going for it.
First to throw. Lot of time. Sanders out of the backfield.
Good tackle.
Tackled immediately by Talanoa Hufanga.
Still can't say that dude's name, but he's a great player.
57 halftime show, February the 12th, coming your way on Fox. first half. Eagles trying to put together another drive. Offense has been quiet. Hurts, haven't seen him really with the run game. 4 carries, -2 yards. He's usually such a threat.
Look how tight these corners are. Expect at some point they're going to take a shot.
There's the shot. Well covered. Charvarius Ward. Third down.
You want to get up and challenge these receivers. All right, Philly saying, all right, I got 2 of them. Devontae Smith trying to get on top of Charvarius Ward. That is a remarkable job playing the ball there by Ward. Same thing on the other side. Diamador Lenore.
Lenore actually ran step for step with A.J. Brown.
This year, and Devontae Smith tries to go up and high point it, but Nico Ryans is going to continue to challenge these wide receivers, and Jalen Hurts cannot be afraid to push it down the field, and he has not been all year.
Let's coming. Hurts bombs over the middle.
Oh, in and out of the hands of Jimmy Ward.
Jimmy Ward had a chance.
Should have been picked. There's a flag, and it's on the 49ers.
Yeah, Jimmy Ward, he spun A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown was in the slot. He kind of spun him in a circle. You see him right here. He's trying to work a little inside, little slant chair out, and he just kind of bear hugs him. And
Yeah, it was
it's a
holding.
pretty obvious call.
Well, they say pass interference. Same result, but thought by definition that was more of a hold.
Do that, you might as well just go for it all, right? I mean, why make it a cheapie?
Jimmy Ward's arguing there. He's saying that some of the contact was initiated by A.J. Brown, but I think that one's pretty. I think that one's pretty clear. He had his arms wrapped around.
And Kyle Shanahan vehemently disagrees.
Not so clear to Kyle Shanahan, but it is the call. And the Eagles continue to drive on a first down. Zach Pascal in motion. Hurts rolling that way. Stepping back. Play is blown up. It looked like he wanted to go back the other way to set up a screen.
He absolutely did. He was trying to throw that ball all the way on a wheel, backside up the sideline, but it was the pressure up front. Take a look in pregame. So you see here, there's A.J. Brown, Jimmy Ward kind of comes through where Philadelphia is warming up, and those were the 2 guys involved in that last matchup on the PI. So we'll keep an eye. Anytime they put A.J. Brown in the slot, he's going to have number 1, Jimmy Ward, lined up on him.
Right now, Brown is at the bottom of your screen against Charvarius Ward. There's the throw. Looks that way, not there.
God, how's he getting all this time? Hold, and he goes down. I'll decline that and make it the 3rd and 14 that it's going to be. Hands to face on the 49ers. Never mind. Well, so much for that cooking they were starting to do. I agreed with you, but man, these penalties. Yeah, that's hands to the face. Can't do that. So there have been 2 legitimate calls on the 49ers.
What goes from a really nicely defended play, the defensive line, again, kind of corralling Hurts and making it hard for him to escape. The hands to the face gives him an automatic first down.
False start.
That time the Eagles moved.
False start. Offense number 56. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's going to be an Isaac Seumalo. The time ticking down in this first half of a 7-7 game. McCaffrey's touchdown tied it. Ever since that opening drive, every yard has been tough for Philadelphia against this number 1 D. Hurts stands in over the middle. Catch is made, and a short completion it is. And Dallas Goedert has it.
They made sure Dallas Goedert felt every bit of that tackle. God damn.
And another and dives down near the 45. It's going to be about 2 yards
3rd
short
and
of first
3.
down. Good move by Gainwell to get around Greenlaw to pick up 9.
Yeah, and a really nice job there before the snap by Jalen Hurts. Both Dre
Bosa getting
Greenlaw
worked on
and
the
Fred
sideline
Warner
again.
walked up in those A gaps. We saw earlier in the game, Dre Greenlaw come unblocked up the middle. That time, they all bailed out to a deep zone. They find themselves again, most likely 4-down territory. They know they've got 2 downs to pick up this first.
3rd down and 2. Right up the middle.
Gainwell got a first down.
And brings this crowd to life just a little bit as the drive continues.
Well, take a look at the work by the inside. The offensive line, Seumalo, we said he jumped off sides on first down. Well, he came back with a vengeance there. Gainwell runs right behind him. Convert that 3rd and short.
11th play of this drive. Gainwell again. Big hole.
Oh, boy.
Inside the 30. And then met at the 20.
Damn.
Flipped out of bounds there. But Kenneth Gainwell at his first career.
That'll go to the 2-minute warning.
With a biggie there of 17.
Watch Fred Warner. He doesn't go because he's thinking it's RPO. That's the best linebacker in the league. Look, he's standing still. That's what this offense does to these defenders. It makes 4-4, 4-5 linebackers play 4-7.
Gainwell with a big pickup takes
We're
us
at the
to
San
2-minute
Francisco
warning.
24.
7-7 game. Eagles on the move.
This has been a oddly frustrating game to watch. Yeah. I gotta see if I can talk myself into eating anything. That hungry. Oh yeah, that Eagles-Giants game was a thing last week. Kinda forgot about that. The Giants would like to forget too. But if you're an Eagles fan, that was better than porn getting to bitch slap the Giants in the playoffs so easily.
Verizon halftime coming up. Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, Jimmy, Gronk all with you down on the field. That'll be in 2 minutes from now. 7-7 game. Eagles putting together a good drive here. 12th play of it. Hurts, Sanders nearly tripped up for a big loss. Warner chasing him, and well,
They're all over Sanders, but Gainwell's been the man this drive.
Yeah, nice job here by Nick Bosa. He's the read player. He's who Jalen Hurts is looking at. He thought he crashed enough to allow Miles Sanders. So they got Nick Bosa playing it. All right, he breaks that tackle, but the delay that it causes allows Fred Warner, who's the scrape player, he's assigned to Miles Sanders. It buys him that extra second to string that ball out wide and force him to go out of bounds.
A.J. Brown and Jimmy Ward matched up again in the slot. There's that matchup we showed you. Second down. Hurts with time.
Nobody open.
Find anyone. Penalty flies in the secondary.
And there's going to be a hold in the secondary.
And now, who's the penalty on? The signal is on San Francisco again. Wow, that'll be the third of this drive on their defense.
Yeah, the penalties have just been backbreaking. The defensive line is doing a great job. We saw the hands to the face earlier. This time a penalty in the secondary.
The quarterback left the pocket. Illegal contact, defense number 7. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
Yeah, they called on Travarius Ward, the corner. He's lined up on the tight end, Dallas Goedert. See that left arm? That's probably what the official sees. Don't you think, Mike Pereira, that left arm wrapped around Goddard's back, preventing him from running that out-breaking route?
And even if the left arm wasn't there, he rode him beyond 5 yards with the quarterback in the pocket, so it becomes illegal contact.
So they move it down to the 18. Hurts. Sanders getting a block from Johnson over there.
Greenlaw making a play.
Over to make a great tackle.
I mean, the speed of Dre Greenlaw. This, again, another time we thought Miles Sanders was going to be able to circle the defense. Watch the inside-out pursuit. He avoids the block from Kelsey and then just outruns Lane Johnson. We saw Fred Warner do it earlier. These are two of the premier linebackers in the entire league. And you can see why.
Second down and 5.
Back to San. Oh, this is a touchdown.
And a touchdown for San
Well, the Eagles actually earned this one.
Well, that's the drive they needed. Watch Jason Kelsey. He almost turns into a fullback. He has Dre Greenlaw. That's a 300-pound fullback. Dre Greenlaw runs around it. They call it backdoor. He's supposed to force that ball back up inside. But that's easier said than done when one of the best centers of all time, one of the best pullers, and the way they're able to use these offensive linemen out in space is hard to defend.
Elliott with the extra point up and good. So for the second time today, Miles Sanders untouched to the end zone.
14-7.
Eagles retake the lead. Jason Kelsey fired.
Ooh, stay tuned. We get that Josh Johnson 2-minute drill. Can you say pick 6? How many more delay of game penalties? Man, I am so fucking tired. I don't know why. Oh, god damn it, these commercials.
Well, Kyle Shanahan was working John Hussey, the referee today, and just trying to...
Shanahan working him like a pommel horse.
Defensive calls on the 49ers on that drive helped the touchdown, but, Mike Pereira said during the drive they were all legitimate calls. And the Eagles finishing off a monster drive because of it. 14 plays, 75 yards.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but the 49ers defense on that drive had nobody to blame but themselves.
To go in the half. The Niners have all 3 timeouts, and they do get the ball.
What happened to that discipline they had early in the game? That I was complimenting them for.
Low kick, McLeod is going to let it go, and on through the end zone, they'll start on the 25. So they have all 3 timeouts, but they've got their 4th quarterback of the season playing. How does Kyle Shanahan handle this last drive? This is interesting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting. Here you have your 4th-string quarterback, Josh Johnson, about a minute 30, but Philadelphia still can stop the clock 2 times. So do you want, your defense just came off the field after a long scoring drive. Do you want to rush down the field, have a couple incompletions, stop the clock, and give the ball back to Jalen Hurts to try to steal a possession going into halftime? This first down call will tell us exactly how aggressive Kyle Shanahan wants to be.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the approach is for the 49ers here on offense. And there's Debo. Well, if he could have stayed on his feet there.
I think there's your answer.
Yeah, and then the rule is once you get your first down, now you go fast. You'll see they're going to pick their tempo up. The first down play sets the tone for a 2-minute drive.
Ball is bobbled, and it's
Fumbled snap.
Who's going to get it?
I thought the 49ers recovered, but Josh Johnson just kind of laid there with it. I don't know if he got it now.
He just dropped it. I mean, that was a good snap.
And they say Eagles ball. Josh Johnson had a clear chance to recover that ball, and he just kind of laid there with it. Looks like Reddick came up with it.
And it's Reddick who's got the 2 sacks and the strip sack.
Well,
You're going to see this ball hits him right in the hands. He just takes his eyes off of it, trying to get his eyes on his progression. And
somehow, some way, Brock Purdy's got to play in the second half. I don't care. Somehow, some way, they got to do the Mahomes treatment to his fucking elbow that they did to his ankle last week and get his ass out there for the second half.
Now 1:11 left in the half. 2 timeouts for the Eagles on the 30. Oh, what a half for Reddick. Couple sacks, forced fumble, and a fumble recovery now.
That was ridiculous. That was all on Josh Johnson. And if I'm a 49ers fan, I'm about to vomit. Like I said, Purdy has to play the second half, period.
They'll get on the ball here. There'll be a little bit of a mix of urgency.
Does somebody teach him how to throw left-handed during halftime?
2 timeouts. You can throw the ball anywhere you want in the field to play.
Just throw it out to Goddard with a couple blocks. Dallas Goddard.
First down, Dallas Goddard to the 20.
It looks like he's got the first down.
I take a timeout here, E.
41 seconds
They
ago.
let the clock roll with 40. I take a timeout there. They're really being slow here.
You have plenty of time to get your best call in. You don't have to feel like you need to go to your 2-minute offense where you have a limited play sheet.
Hurts on the give. Scott going backwards, and there's a penalty at the end.
And a face mask on Dre Greenlaw. What is going on, 49ers? On defense, where they're just melting down.
Yeah, Greenlaw does a great job. He's forcing Boston Scott out of
Yeah,
bounds.
it's-
You can clearly see that left
Come
hand
on.
grab his face mask right in front of the official, and you see Nick Sirianni. He's calling for it before the flag comes out. It was pretty clear, and D'Amico Ryans knows.
Face mask. Defense number 57.
So now they got 2 timeouts,
On the line, so we enforce that 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
and they're at the 10-yard line, first and goal with 21 seconds.
Half the distance. First down. Thank you.
49ers were about middle of the pack as a penalized team this
Excuse
year.
me.
It's been a big story in this first half. There's 6 to the half, and now the Eagles in business with a first and goal. 21 seconds to go, 2 timeouts, so they can do whatever they want here.
Yeah, and the timeouts allows them to continue to activate Jalen Hurts as a runner if the offensive coordinator Shane Steichen chooses to.
There's Boston Scott. Touchdown, Eagles.
And touchdown, Philadelphia.
Yeah, so Nick Bosa, he's the unblocked player of this zone read, and for whatever reason, he decides to go inside. He's got to force that edge.
He went inside and Kelsey popped him.
They're lining up to go for two here.
They're going to go for two? Why?
Maybe try to make them jump off sides and get this ball down to the one.
Possibly.
Those two timeouts. You're going to see Nick Sirianni. They couldn't get it communicated. So Nick Sirianni knows he has those two timeouts in his pocket. So what they do is they line the offense up, try to go a double, a hard count. If they jump, now you can go for two because the ball would be on the 1 yard line. And then you always can use your timeout. But now they have to line up for an extra point, KB, because you can't use back-to-back timeouts. So their plan of using their offense to try to cut this half.
What's up, Todd?
Yeah, they had
This game has been fucking horrible to watch.
I mean, he lost his gum.
He lost his mind. He lost his gum.
Hope they got that man some more juicy fruit over there.
Rushing touchdowns, so the angle. Scott clearly snuck in there inside the pylon. 2 scores in a minute 20 for them. And the most rushing touchdowns in a single season all time now, tied with the Yellow Jackets. You know it's been a long
The
time.
who?
Unbelievable. 3 here today. Extra point attempt by Elliott is up and good.
21-7 with 16 seconds to go in the half.
Let's hear now from Gordon
Remember when I gave the
Ramsay, our
49ers no
special
chance the moment Purdy went out?
Put down those wings and listen up. 2 weeks from tonight, Next Level Chef is coming into your living room after the Super Bowl here on Fox.
Wow, they're going to follow the Super Bowl up with a cooking show. That's fascinating.
Well, I mean, just think about this. 49ers have the ball, 3 timeouts. They come out aggressive. They hit a pass to Deebo Samuel.
Look at Josh Johnson not recovering this fumble.
Good drive, and then just a bobble and a snap by Josh Johnson. Reddick recovered, and then Boston Scott sprinting to the edge. Got by Greenlaw and just gets in bounds for the 3rd rushing touchdown of the day. And now Josh Johnson, who certainly didn't expect to be playing today, there with quarterbacks coach Brian Greasy. And now the 49ers, well, things have changed.
I'd have went ahead and sent Purdy's ass to the locker room, get the fucking x-rays, see what's going on, pump him full of more painkillers to choke a Sarlacc, and get his ass out here for the second half.
Defensive penalties lead to the long scoring drive, and as you just saw, giving the ball back to Philly. That's what we talked about based on how aggressive did they want to be on that 2-minute drive. Worst case scenario is that Philadelphia gets another possession, and that's exactly what happened after the turnover.
And now Cloud's going to take it out, take a shot, line out, makes.
Why the fuck not?
He's got some room, and all the way out to the 40 with 10
Oh man, what a great
seconds.
return with only 10 seconds left.
Both of these teams are look, they're so good that the top 2 in the NFC, they're also not used to playing from behind, right? The highest percentage of time spent in the league, well, it's these two. The Eagles are a little bit ahead of the 49ers. The 49ers are going to be trailing at the half, and that'll be new territory. But more importantly, they're going to be trailing with Josh Johnson at quarterback. With Purdy, the injury to the elbow. We'll see if he can come back in the second half, but right now it doesn't appear like he will. So that return has him to take a shot here with 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, let him fuck this up a little more before halftime.
Throw to nowhere. Incomplete 5 seconds ago.
Take a knee and go to the half.
Yeah, I'd like to see Josh Johnson. He's got 3 timeouts. You can throw this ball in the middle of the field. There was nobody on Juwan Jennings running across the middle of the field. That's one of these scenarios that you practice. Watch, from this 3-man stack, Jennings is going to come. He's going to run right into that Eagles logo. There's nobody on him. Josh Johnson floods. You practice that. It's mandatory get down. You catch it, you declare yourself down, take a timeout, give yourself another chance to get into maybe a long field goal attempt, but he doesn't see it.
5 seconds ago, quick hitter outside to Samuel, gets a couple of blocks, breaks the tackle. Samuel driven into the
And there's no time left.
And this first
49ers get the ball to start the second half. They're down by 14.
We'll go into the break after the late turnover and score up 21-7. And the first half stats brought to you by GMC.
Riveting first half. Entertaining for all the wrong reasons. The Eagles have 69 rushing yards. Very nice. Please, for the love of God, perform a exorcism on Brock Purdy's elbow at the half so we have a chance at an entertaining second half. This has been hard to watch. Did you guys see Mommy win the Royal Rumble last night? I spent all week bashing the Women's Royal Rumble, and it ended up being a pretty good one. All thanks to Mommy. It's like as soon as Becky Lynch got in the match, and then Asuka, like the match really picked up, and then the story about Mommy and Liv Morgan going from beginning to end was good. I don't know why I'm talking about wrestling here. Nobody watches it on my channel but me. Maybe there's one or two of you. But yeah, Mommy won the Royal Rumble. You'll be back. I'll be here, unfortunately. Having to watch Josh Johnson play quarterback in a conference championship game is not something I wanted to do this season, but looks like I don't have much choice in the matter. Oh, well, later we get Burrow, Mahomes, and Romo calling the game. The day's going to get better. Greg Olsen and this other guy that they've got doing the Fox A games now, they're good, but not great. They're not bad, but I miss Joe and Troy in these games.
Welcome to the Verizon halftime.
I'm going to run it P real quick.
And the Philadelphia Eagles lead the NFC Championship game 21-7 at halftime, and it really changed on the opening possession for San Francisco. Brock Purdy hit by Hassan Reddick, injured his elbow, and has not been back in action since. And so since that time, TV, it's really been the Philadelphia team.
Right. This is just so unfortunate. When he tried to go through with his arm, they caught him on his forearm. The elbow goes forward, and obviously what we're hearing is it's a nerve. So if it's a nerve, what's happens all the way burns all the way down to the hand. You can't feel your fingers. It will come back. More than likely not today.
You know how Hassan Reddick has really made a huge impact this season, and he did it here early.
Yeah, 16 sacks during the year. You had to figure out how are we going to deal with him. They chose poorly. They have Croft, the backup tight end, versus Kittle blocking him. Strip sack, hits the elbow, changes the trajectory of the game, and then again, you try to block Hassan Reddick with 16 sacks in the year with a wide receiver and a tight end who's late getting across the formation. Once again, a second sack in the game. Hassan Reddick has been doing this all year.
You know, Jimmy, Josh Johnson's the 49ers' fourth quarterback this season. Can they come back with him?
Well, all week long he's probably been simulating Jalen Hurts. He hasn't had a whole lot of work. And with the running back Elijah Mitchell out, really Christian McCaffrey's going to have to carry this football team on his back. Here he catches a screen, picks up 9 yards.
We only got a half to go.
The key weapon for him. Here the ball thrown a little bit behind him. He picks up another first down. Then he makes a fantastic run. Makes 4 different guys miss. They break tackles into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey's going to be the key for them to get back into previous ball games.
I mean, they went 46 yards for that touchdown. 44 of those yards were by Christian McCaffrey, so they definitely need him. But they also need to get Debo and Samuel involved. Even if you have to throw just short balls, short passes. But here, this is what you can't have. You cannot have just the turnovers. You have the ball hit you in the hand and drop it. There really is no excuse for that. It's just about focus. And if you're Josh Johnson, you just know
if you're Josh Johnson, you know you suck. Sorry to not be optimistic and encourage the guy, but there's a large body of work to show that he sucks.
They put themselves in a lot of pressure in San Francisco. All right, look, there's still 2 more quarters to play in this game, and it's only a 2-score game. But right now, the Philadelphia fans are already celebrating. Local Philly native DJ Jazzy Jeff is
Oh my God, it's Jazz. Wearing a Brian Dawkins jersey. They're going to throw him out. He's going to go when they throw him out.
We'll get you.
It's kind of cold in here. I got my window open. Let's see what the Twitter world thinks about this fucking slog of a championship game that makes me resent Josh Johnson. Oh, Barry, the Eagles fan, cracking me up. He said, the 49ers having to go to their backup QB in the championship game is unfair and immediately invalidates the Eagles win. Oh, wait, didn't the Eagles win the fucking Super Bowl with a backup QB nobody wanted? Well, stop bitching and get better. Hashtag fly Eagles fly.
Are in this building moments from kickoff. How do you make sure you guys back it up?
Talking to
it's not going to be easy.
Mike Hilton right now.
Against. You know, this is their 5th straight AFC championship, so we know it's at stake, but we got the guys in the locker room to handle business and go out and get a win.
Thanks so much. Good luck tonight. Back to the guys in Philly.
Yes, the Cincinnati Bengals defense has been playing great. They held Buffalo to their least amount of points scored all year last week. And if Travis Kelce does not play, expect the Bengals to rattle Mahomes all game without his safety valve. Someone's going to have to step up to the plate. Is it going to be Juju?
Shout out to That's Good Sports. Said this has been an incredibly dumb first quarter of championship football.
Grant mentioned that because Jay reported in the
right.
show that Travis Kelce injured his back in practice this week. He's crossing his fingers. He is a game-time decision. All right, another half to go here from Philadelphia in the NFC Championship game. Another Philly fan. Bradley Cooper getting the crowd all riled up. We'll see if it works here in the second half.
'49ers fans, all I can say is enjoy the ride. 30 more minutes. Looks like snow weather outside, but guess what, guys? Still no fucking snow. Ooh, it's a big tease for a Super Bowl ad that I don't care about. It said, stay tuned after halftime on February 12th. It's like, I guess I'll be staying tuned, but I'll have the shit muted, so... Can't believe Brock Purdy got hurt. What a bunch of bullshit this is.
21-7 Eagles. We start the second half. 49ers, we get the football. Greg Olsen, I'm Kevin Burkhardt. With Brock Purdy's injury, they're on their fourth quarterback now. It's Josh Johnson. They're down 2 scores. How do they navigate this and try to get back in this game?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing Kyle Shanahan has to do as the play caller is try to stay as true to the original plan coming into today. Treat this second half like it's starting 0-0. And as daunting as that seems, finding yourself down 14, what you don't want to do is turn this into a drop-back game. Play right into the hands of this elite front for Philadelphia and this elite pass defense. So I think you have to try to find a way to just stay true to what that plan was.
All right, 49ers, here we go. Start the 25.
Wow, we're all just trying to take a breath down here. All right, so I ran into halftime with head coach Kyle Shanahan, and I asked
Here comes Josh Johnson back onto the field.
At that time, he said it sounds like a no. We haven't been told officially from the 49ers. It's still questionable with an elbow. What's key? He said stop turning the ball over. They did it twice in the first half. We've been executing our plays. Just hold on.
Purdy's elbow's not all wrapped up, and he's still got a helmet on, but he's putting a coat on. Johnson's in the game. They come out with a toss to McCaffrey. Cuts it way back, and the Eagles are all over it.
Well, Kevin, Nick Sirianni really pleased defensively. He said his coaching staff gathered about whether to make some key adjustments with the fact that Josh Johnson is now at quarterback. They decided no, stick to the fundamentals, get pressure on the quarterback, make him uncomfortable, the same way they would have tried to do with Brock Purdy. Offensively, really pleased with their ability to run the ball. He said he hopes they get some shots down the field. Message to the team, 11-1. Finish these 30 minutes and get to the next game.
Second and long. Hargrave with some pressure. Johnson runs away, and it's incomplete. There's the pressure.
3rd and 13. To the surprise of no one.
Take a look here. You see George Kittle. He's going to go in motion, and they just drop him. You see he's
Goddamn, Kittle's wide open. Jeez.
But as you mentioned, that front, that pressure from Philadelphia just speeds up the quarterback so fast.
Thought they were going to get another delay. Oh, wow. Kittle wide open. Gain of almost 20.
You want to see a master class in route running. This is called a spin dig. It looks like he's going to run an in-breaking route. You see the cornerback.
So he missed Kittle the previous play. That time he found him.
He does a little whirly bird, sticks that left foot in the ground and works out. And nobody has more fun playing football than George Kittle. And his team needed a play, and that was a heck of a route.
Yeah, longest pass play by the 49ers today. 22 yards on a 3rd and 13. They needed it.
They're going to get another delay of game. They haven't broken the huddle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Delay. No, Eagles jumped off sides. Now, are they going to say the Eagles jumped, or are they going to say delay of game? I guess they're going to say delay.
That's the 3rd one since Johnson's come in the game.
Yeah, they're having trouble. You can see Josh Johnson, he's
well, they didn't want that 22 yards they got. They wanted to get 5 back.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Watch, he's saying, you got to do it again. I can't hear. You know, you oftentimes in these loud road stadiums, you see the quarterbacks kind of put their hands over their ears like earmuffs, but about 2 or 3 times the last time in the huddle, he's looking over at Kyle Shanahan, giving the signal.
Now, I remember when Jay Cutler went out of the championship game with a knee injury against Green Bay, and everybody shredded him for quitting. Is anybody going to say Brock Purdy quit today? I don't think he did, just like I don't think Cutler quit when he went out of that game. Just thinking out loud. People always seem to have it out for Cutler. We'll swing past to McCaffrey, who can't get past the first tackle.
Yeah, you mentioned it. That's a heck of a tackle on one of the premier open field runners in the entire league, and that's really what San Francisco prides themselves on. It's a lot of short throw, long run, and the trio between McCaffrey in this case, but along with Deebo Samuel and George Kittle, they're all amongst the best of the league at their positions, and tackling in space is critical when you're playing San Francisco.
Oh, it's hit as he throws. Oh, Slay almost. I thought Darius Slay was going to fair catch that. Johnson's slow to get up.
Yeah, you know you have good pass rush depth.
Just with the who'd play quarterback now if Johnson got put out?
He's been doing it for a long time. Again, watch that left hand.
Ndamukong Suh.
That is eerily similar to the play that sent Brock Purdy out with the injury.
Darius Slay, I thought he was going to get it.
How well coached this defensive line is. I think now they're coming out to take a look at
Josh Johnson's shaking up.
Oh, my goodness. Christian McCaffrey is the next man.
Christian McCaffrey.
If Johnson has to go out of the game, he's the emergency, but he'd be next. Let's see what happened to Johnson.
I think his head hits the ground, and I think this came from upstairs. You see that? The way his head snapped back. Yeah, McCaffrey. So they're making him come off and get checked out, but I'm not sure. Where do they turn here?
So now Purdy is throwing. Christian McCaffrey is changing helmets. I mean, has Christian McCaffrey ever gotten a play call on his helmet before?
Yeah, I think you have 2 choices, right? You either turn over to McCaffrey now and go to a Wildcat, or as you see here,
oh shit, Purdy's in the game.
You're getting up and challenging the receivers.
Brock Purdy's back.
Until he proves he can throw the ball far down the field, there's no need to play back. You're selling out run, and you're playing up.
Well, they kind of have no choice.
To push this ball down the field.
Come on, Purdy, sling a dart here. 3rd and 14. For a minute, I thought we were going to get Christian McCaffrey at quarterback. They go draw with McCaffrey, and he's tackled. It's 4th down.
And you wonder if Purdy's able to throw, or they just hand it off and they'll figure it out on the sidelines now.
Yeah, I know Kyle
Well, Purdy doesn't look thrilled.
One of the best offensive minds in the game. I just, at some point, you just run out of options. At some point, the cards that you're dealt, you just can't make a hand. And I think right now, this future of this game for San Francisco all hinges on whether or not Josh Johnson is okay or not.
Here is Wisnowski. Covey calls fair catch, does so up at the 17.
I can't believe this game is actually going this way. It's kind of funny.
Third quarter after the 39-yard punt.
Just Just a fucking bizarre game. 21-7 Eagles. What's up, Dylan? You're tuning in to be entertained and like the current NFL game. You're right, you do. Man, where are you at? You at Don Ramon's? If you're at Don Ramon's, get me a steak Vallarta. Por favor. So far, the Royal Rumble was the best part of my weekend by a wide margin. SmackDown second, this game third. Hey, Dylan, you want to go to SmackDown Friday? It's only like $30. Andreas, I'd be nervous too. It's a fucking championship game to go to the Super Bowl. The 49ers are a very good team. They just have a lot of turmoil at literally the most important position, but you can't take them lightly. They're too fucking talented. You saw that McCaffrey touchdown run earlier. That's what they're capable of on any given play.
TurboTax. We're here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Aerial coverage today provided by Tubi. And it's been a wild game and not so great for the 49ers. And now Josh Johnson, the fourth quarterback of the year, second of the game, he leaves. And Christian McCaffrey seemingly is going to be...
SmackDown is in Greenville Friday night. And it's like $30. 30 to 30, anywhere between 30 and $50.
Yeah, and it's so crazy that both injuries to the quarterback are like...
And Ndamukong Suh claimed another victim here.
Both opportunities, the guy's mid-throw, defensive player attacks the hand. In this case, Josh Johnson falls, and take a look. We mentioned coming into the game, Christian McCaffrey came in with that sore calf, and he was looking at the play sheet, going over, I guess, what they would run if he went in as a Wildcat quarterback. All the while, the trainer working on that right calf. So there's a lot for us to follow here in this second half.
Here's Hurts. Crosser
dropped. Wow.
Right in the breadbasket, but he could not hang on. That'll bring up a third down. This 49ers defense tries to keep them in the game.
So you want to go to SmackDown Friday, Dylan? Okay.
It looks like they're massaging while he's looking at the play sheet. If it's not him,
I'm actually going to get the tickets right now because I was looking at them earlier.
I mean, it's getting crazy. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It's just your options become really limited.
The Royal Rumble was so good. I'm like, yeah, I'll go to SmackDown. Fuck it.
3rd and 7 Eagles trying to add to their lead.
They seem redirecting this protection with these two linebackers up tight.
Blitz coming.
3rd and 7. Deep shot and complete.
Ward, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. Great job by Ward and this 49ers defense to hang in there on that series.
Yeah, in the first half, he was up bump and rum, Devontae Smith, and he holds up. This time, it's a little sluggo, a little slant and pump. That's a hard route in that down and distance. And Travaris Ward has done a nice job holding up on the outside as you see Brock Purdy continuing to see if he can just get that grip straight.
My fucking Ticketmaster app fucking sucks. This shit doesn't fucking work half the time. It won't let me look at Ticketmaster on my web browser because it says, oh, there's something in your web browser that says you're a bot. Because I was looking at these tickets last night. So I guess I can't get the tickets right now.
Let's spin the wheel of quarterbacks for Kyle Shanahan.
Ticketmaster won't let me. Like, I literally can't do anything to get the fucking tickets. Let me try it on Google Chrome on my phone. Or is it going to tell me, oh, there's something in your web browser that suggests you might be a bot, so you can't browse these tickets. Fucking stupid. Ticketmaster. Yes, Ticketmaster sucks. I'm trying to get them right now. This shit will let me. Here we go. SmackDown, February 3rd. Trying to buy wrestling tickets in the middle of this boring ass football game. Give me a minute. Look at this section. Okay, I think we have some winners here, Dylan. I'm getting the tickets as we speak. I'm going to SmackDown Friday. I ain't been to a WWE show in like 6 years. Come on. Give me my tickets. Brock Purdy in at quarterback again for the 49ers. I guess we're going to find out if he can tough it out and throw.
21-7 Eagles. Still a long way to go.
They're going to give it to Debo. Debo, I thought he was going to throw for a second. Look at this play. He didn't lose as many yards as I thought he was going to lose.
Let's give you a sense of what's going on over here on the 49ers sideline as you look at Brock Purdy. George Kittle, he's almost working like a coach over here. He is just trying to get Brock Purdy to warm up, get going, and then here they are, guys, as they were.
All right, Dylan, we're going to SmackDown Friday.
And this is all your boy, Greg. This is Kittle screaming. He also came over to the offensive line to get him to loosen up because Trent Williams was frustrated, and he just starts to step up.
Well, Kittle's the man for that job. If anybody can keep it light, it's Kittle.
Second and long, McCaffrey. Not much there.
Dylan, I'll tell you how much you owe me here in a second. You know, there's like fees and shit, but I'll let you know.
Once and for all, is Brock Purdy capable of standing there and throwing the ball? Because if he's not, they need to know now, because as you mentioned, there's a long way to go here. There is an argument to be made, especially on first and second down. You're better off with Christian McCaffrey in that wildcat quarterback position where at least the quarterback is a threat to run.
Third and 13. Purdy's going to throw it short to McCaffrey. Not enough blocks. They're going to have to punt again.
It looked like he had some room to roll. Edwards saw it coming too, and now a fourth down.
Yeah, when this ball was caught, it looked like there was some action. But take a look at TJ Edwards right here. He's out there kind of as a lone soldier. They've got the offensive lineman in front. He just runs right between them. Neither one of them blocks him. Jake Brendel, the center, Spencer Burford, the right guard. They got one guy to block. And McCaffrey has a shot there.
So now it's another punt from Wisnowski.
Oh, look, the 49ers are punting again. I can't really be bothered to give a shit about this game.
Inside the 10, and he corrals it, and the Eagles will take over.
Oh my God. I bought the tickets on Ticketmaster on Chrome on my phone, and now the app wants to open. It's like, okay, you got your tickets now. We'll let you in the app. Oh, never mind. It's saying something's wrong with your internet connection. Please try again later. Yeah, clearly there's something wrong with my internet connection. You know how I'm literally on the internet talking to you guys, streaming on my phone on the internet. WWE SmackDown, Friday, February 5th, 3 tickets, blah, blah, blah. Save that one to the phone. And then add the third. I'll check your guys' comments in a minute. Then I gotta message Dylan and tell him how much he owes me. Said fucking Ticketmaster and their goddamn fees, you know. It's like, oh, $30, and he ended up paying like 40 or 50 for each ticket, but you know. That's cool, man. Alright. Let me see. Where's my little Google whatchamacallit thing? I wish Raw was coming here. I'd like to go to the Raw after the Royal Rumble, but Raw's in Orlando Monday night. SmackDown's in Greenville. How come it's not showing me my tickets in my fucking Google Pay? It's kind of annoying. Anyway, Eagles are back on offense.
Hurts going to give it off to Boston Scott. Not much there.
It won't show me my fucking tickets.
And so the 49ers, during this win streak, they've been first in everything. And you look at what they've done in the second half.
Still can't see your comments. I'm having to use my phone to sort all this shit out.
So the takeaways, which today favors Philadelphia.
So I'll probably have some catching up to do.
To me, that's their only hope. Their hope is that this defense has a heroic effort in store. They're the best in the league, as you see in the second half. But takeaways, getting the ball back in a short field to give a little spark to this struggling offense, seems like the only path back.
Hurts going to throw it. Pressure. Roll. Now this is going to take off Jalen Hurts up across the 15 and out to the 16 or so. Really the first time he's taken off today. And this is what we're faced with right now. Eagles up by 2 possessions. But, Greg, you're talking about the NFC ranks this year. Number 1 for Philadelphia and all the big plays and all their offense up until rushing was his 4th against number 1 in everything for San Francisco. That's where the game's being decided right this second.
Yeah, it's best first best. And I think right now Nick Sirianni and Shane Steichen have a decision to make. You know your opponent's offense is reeling. You know they're potentially operating without a quarterback who can throw the ball down the field. Does it change your approach, your aggressive nature you've had all year on offense?
3rd down. Hurts throws far side of the field.
Hey, a first down. Holy fuck.
Will convert for a first down. This is his first catch since that 4th and 3 that was controversial. Keep the drive moving.
Yeah, just a really simple throw and catch. Very soft coverage on the top of the screen. Diamador Lenore, the corner on that left side. Just a real soft cushion. A lot of space between him and Smith pre-snap. That's an easy decision by Jalen Hurts.
He's going to hand it off here. Gainwell spinning his way out And I'm curious how aggressive you think the
Hang on, let me get YouTube back up on my phone. This is the Dale buys tickets midstream stream instead of actually watching the game.
Nature, right? Human nature, your gut tells you the only way, the only path back, or maybe the easiest path back, I should say.
All right, so the tickets for SmackDown were like $35, and after fees, it's like $50. So we end up paying like $50 a ticket. So yeah, Dylan, you and the missus only owe me like $100 total between the two of you. After the Rumble, I'm really excited to go. That Royal Rumble pay-per-view was so good. That was such a good event last night.
You know, he went last week. They keep moving him over to this right side. Going against Lane Johnson.
We're going to be live on Fox on Friday night.
That adductor injury and his performance today neutralizing the pass rush of Nick Bosa has been critical.
3rd and 5. Hurts with a quick throw. It's caught. First down. Gainwell slips through about 4 tackles. Gainwell's having a big game.
Really nice job there by Jalen Hurts to feel that pressure and just buy himself that extra half count that he needed. The ball's a little off target. That is a great catch there by Kenneth Gainwell, and then great run after contact. For a running back out in space, typically you want to put the ball right on that front shoulder pad, and he does a great job reacting to a tough throw.
Hurts on the quarterback run. He'll lay him out, an eye for an eye. Just kidding. I want Hurts to be healthy for the Super Bowl.
Explain to the viewer why the Eagles are running to the weak side and it working.
Because traditionally in this RPO-style offense, where the majority of your offensive weapons are, the tight end, the slot receiver, they're to your passing strength. You want the run action to go to the weak side because the zone defender, the pass defender that you're identifying is over there covering one of those receivers to the strong side, and that's the defender I'm reading. He bites on the run, I replace him with the pass. He slow plays like Fred Warner did earlier in the game, you give it to the back.
Second down, Hurts from
Oh,
throw.
damn.
Jimmy Ward, great coverage on
Ball got batted up a little bit and hung there. I thought they had a chance to make a play on it.
down and 6.
Nice job here, Jimmy Ward. Been working in the slot all day. Perfect timing. Contact comes right as the ball comes. He's able to get that left hand. And one of these 3rd downs, San Francisco has to get this pass rush activated. This defensive line has to come through and make a play. And they got to get as many possessions for their offense as possible, considering the circumstances that they're working with.
3rd down at midfield.
6.
Can they get a pass rush? Good defense there. Hey, stop.
Oh, boy, has he ever. I mean, he was a big free agent acquisition coming over from Kansas City, and he goes stride for stride, and just an unbelievable job. He knows when the wide receiver's eyes open up, that ball's in the air, turns his head around, maintains in phase with his inside arm, and that left hand goes up and high points the ball. He's had a great day no matter who he's matched up with.
Here's Kern. He struggled today.
Ooh. It's running into the kicker. Could be roughing. If it's roughing, that sucks. Hell, if it's running into the kicker, it'll make it 4th and 1. I think the Eagles will go for it.
Let's see what the call is.
Roughing. 49ers, why? You know, the quarterback injury was bad luck, but they have not done themselves any favors today.
Do you like that call?
Yeah, I do. I mean, he hits actually the kicking leg, but he hits him with such force that it caused him to go down like that. It's a discretionary call by the referee, but I think it is roughing.
Yeah, so it doesn't always have to be the plant leg. With the force, didn't allow him to land, according to Mike. Greg, I'll tell you one thing. These penalties are killing San Francisco today.
They are,
yeah.
But, you know, it's hard to blame them. You understand the circumstances that you're operating with. It's going to take a defensive play, a special teams play, a block punt, a kick, a turnover to try to get back into this game. You can see here again, 24 Mason. It's a great rush. Goes to the block point. You heard Mike's explanation, and It's just one of those fine lines between playing aggressive and trying to tip the game into your favor, and unfortunately, the game sometimes tips back.
Oh boy, this is going to be a big one. They closed up on him there.
Running his way down inside the 23 with a good lead block and a pickup of 12. Well, Thursday night for Super Bowl 57, the NFL's brightest stars will be recognized for the best plays and moments from the 2022 season. NFL Honors, Thursday, February 9th at 9 Eastern.
Perfect play call here, right into the mouth of that pressure. You're going to see Jalen Hurts. He takes a big shot there by Gibson, the free safety, but
put him away, Philly.
he come off that left edge. Perfect play call against that blitz.
Give it. Nope, it's a kick. Hurts. Same play on the side.
Yeah, they're trying to get Jalen Hurts hurt.
Because remember, he's playing with that shoulder injury, and when we talked to Hurts the other day, he said, yeah, I'm not 100%. I'm not going to tell you that I am, but at this point of the year, it's go time.
No, he's not 100%. I think we all are pretty excited about what that 100% looks like, because he's been...
Yeah, he was pushed into the punter. I think at the very least they should have dialed that back to running into the kicker, which would have been a 5-yard penalty. But that would have made it 4th and 1, and I think the Eagles go for that then and probably get it anyway. I think they kind of got hosed on the roughing deal. But they would have had a chance to make a stop on 4th and 1. Hurts just going to take off, run again. Oh my God, just horrible tackling. And takes a shot out of bounds. That'll make it 1st and goal at like the 3 now.
He's clearly out of bounds. Hufanga pushes him in the back.
Yeah, the 49ers have completely fallen apart. They're broken. It's over.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be tackled by Ebukam right here, 56. He has him. As we see,
yeah, they should have had him.
To run through contact. He's willing to play running back as a ball carrier, and you can clearly see he's giving himself up out of bounds.
Had another penalty, and the poor camera guy that got taken out.
Out of bounds, and just feels like this San Francisco team is feeling a lot of pressure here defensively with everything that's...
How about a 97-yard pick six?
1st and goal. Hurts gives it off. Scott still fighting his way, and then short of the one. As Boston Scott has got a touchdown run today. You know, for Hurts, he'd really saved the quarterback runs until this drive. It's kind of...
I'd lay off on some of these quarterback runs. The 49ers have nothing to lose now. You've got everything to lose. You got the lead, and you're going to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. You need him healthy. They're going to quarterback sneak it off the 2. And he stood up and not getting in.
Time where he's denied, but it hasn't happened too many times on that quarterback sneak. But the 49ers make a stand there, and it's 3rd and goal.
And you want to show pad level? Offensive line coaches around the world are rejoicing right now. I mean, that's how you teach it. Pad under pad, drive your legs. I mean, that's like going back in time. You have to imagine there's no chance this is anything other than 4-down territory for this Eagles offense.
This time he's in. Rolls across the pile into the end zone for the easy touchdown. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Well, you can see this big void right here? That's where Jalen Hurts sees pre-snap, and you see how he tries to just get into that little bit of a wedge? That's all you need. There was bodies across the interior, but he just identified pre-snap a little crack in that defensive line's alignment, and with the push from his back, it was all he needed.
28-7.
So a 15-play, 91-yard drive, the huge penalty on the roughing the kicker, and 4 rushing touchdowns for Nick Sirianni. singing the Fly Eagles Fly song.
You know what? I'm really looking forward to the end of this game, because if there's a little break between games, I'm going to have me some fucking banana pudding we got in there. You know, after the week I've had, I've earned some good dessert after that fucking kidney stone fiasco. Some of you might not have heard about that. I mean, I streamed some video game shit this week, so I don't know if you know it. But Michael, I was in a hospital waiting room with Jimmy Means. I hope Jimmy's okay, because Jimmy was in there for some internal bleeding his doctor found. And I asked Jimmy if he was going to Daytona, and he said he didn't think so, just too expensive. And I was like, yeah, I understand. So I'm surprised y'all went the last couple times you went, because I know it's not getting any cheaper. But hopefully Jimmy's okay. I ain't heard nothing bad about him, you know, since I left the hospital. He had internal bleeding, but I was definitely in more pain than he was. I should have told him. I was going to say, hey, go to Daytona and I'll work for free. Take me to Daytona with you. I will work for you for free. Hell, I'll drive the car. Just kidding. Wouldn't it be some shit if they put me out there on a super speedway? Come on, that's driving at a super speedway is easy. It's racing on a super speedway that's hard. Of course, driving that car, I wouldn't be racing. And we have Dale Davis here in the number 52. Who's a bit of an unknown driver from our city, North Carolina. Funny story how he got the ride. He had a kidney stone and he met Jimmy Means at the hospital. One thing led to another, and here he is. Oh my God, and fucking 30 cars crash in the Xfinity race, and who's left? Oh my God, it's the 52. Oh, just thinking another reality, another timeline where I could convince Jimmy Means to take me to Daytona with him.
At 80, McNabb, of course, did it. Nick Foles didn't want it a few years ago, and now Jalen Hurts trying to do it here, and he's in good shape. Eagles up 28-7 late in this third quarter. 15th.
You know, this is just as bad as when the Eagles bitch slapped the Vikings a few years ago. Hell, it's getting as bad as when they bitch slapped the Giants a week ago. Debo, the kick returner, hurdles, gets across the 25, but a flag down because it's the 49ers.
38 seconds to go in this half. I mean, think about this. 49ers had 6 penalties the first 2 playoff games combined. They got 9 today, and it has really hurt.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 89. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Let's go downstairs to Tom.
Guys, when we talked to Nick Sirianni this week, I think all of us had the impression of just how proud he is of this team and its ability to improve. Sirianni has used his own example in that way. We all remember the infamous introductory press conference, which didn't exactly start out the way that he wanted to. What did he do? He showed clips of that to his team to show that he needed to get better. And he showed clips of the second press conference.
Purdy hands it to McCaffrey. A big hole opens up. They get 9.
30 seconds ago in this half, and it's interesting for the 49ers now in a deep hole, and Josh Johnson has been ruled officially out with a concussion, so we don't know. And right now with Purdy and with McCaffrey and Juszczyk, and who knows, with Purdy, he threw that little short pass, but you just don't know if he's able to throw it with the elbow. Final seconds of the third, they're just going to run it here. McCaffrey's got
First down McCaffrey for about 3. 28-7 going to the fourth.
So the Eagles, 1 quarter away from a return trip to the Super Bowl. 28-7 here in Philly.
What a crazy 6 years it's been for the Eagles. The entire Doug Peterson era came and went. They won a Super Bowl. They became a joke again. They bounced back. They surprised a lot of people last year. Made the playoffs as the crappy 7th seed that doesn't belong. Then this year they come out. They're the best running team. They get the most sacks. They win the most games. And like I said, they just won a Super Bowl 5 years ago with a different head coach. Why is he still not here? Well, it's a long story. It's like, hell, Nick Foles and Carson, neither one of them's here anymore. It's been weird. Really hoping that next game's really good. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I feel like it's been a lame stream. There hasn't been much of interest to talk about. The game was pretty much decided at the end of the first half, and this last 15 minutes is a formality. And these goddamn asshole Eagles fans are going to get to go back to another Super Bowl.
Singing Bon Jovi in the break. They're feeling pretty good with the 49ers. Unfortunate luck.
And if they have to play the Chiefs, Andy Reid against his old team, man. Offsides. No flag. Now a flag comes out.
Eagles may have jumped there. Greg, I'm assuming if Purdy could throw the ball, I mean, they obviously have to throw the ball right now, and I'm guessing he can't do it.
Yeah, you have to imagine finding yourself down 28-7 to just continue to line up under center, and just continue to hand the ball off, as we've seen since he's re-entered. Kind of tells you all you need to know, and it's just such a shame. It's a shame for Brock Purdy.
Defense number 94. 5-yard penalty from previous spot. Remains first down.
Yeah, just, finish up on that point. It's hard for Brock Purdy. It's hard and frustrating for Kyle Shanahan and this entire 49ers team. The work you've put in, all you ask is you just want a fair shot. You want to go out onto the field and allow the game to decide who the best team is. And not to discredit anything Philadelphia's done. They've played fantastic. It's just hard to play when you don't have a functioning quarterback.
A little trickeration here, and it's not going to get anything. Oh, maybe half a yard. Going into the bag of tricks here. I mean, what else can they do? I don't think Purdy can throw the ball.
Now, I don't want to belabor the point, but
if Purdy could throw, he'd have been back in this game way sooner.
You don't have any threat of a passing game. Just the sheer fact that they know you're probably not going to drop back and attempt to do it outside of a screen or a quick game. Just the advantage it gives to a defense that hasn't really needed much of an advantage all season long. Look how many guys are up here near the ball.
McCaffrey on the run. Still McCaffrey.
Into a loaded box, and McCaffrey still gets a first down.
Yeah, you talked about this Eagles defense under the direction of Jonathan Gannon, who in his second year on this Nick Sirianni staff, I mean, second overall total defense this year. they've been terrific. And again, obviously, with the things going on at quarterback, doesn't take away how well they play. They've allowed 155 total yards today.
Yeah, absolutely. The play callers, the coordinators in this game, we've spent a lot of time talking about the star players. Well, I'll tell you what, all 4 play callers in this game are head coach type coordinators, and it's impressive.
A reverse with Kittle. I feel like I'm watching a college offense where they just, one of those rare college offenses where they never throw the ball. It's like the fucking late 80s.
Joseph, retired youth volunteer football coach, 30 years of service in Northeast Philadelphia, Liberty Bell Youth Organization, also worked at various homeless shelters throughout the city, so well done by...
But imagine if he had been a 49ers fan that got those Super Bowl tickets. You go to the championship game, they say, congratulations, you've won free Super Bowl tickets to go watch the team that just beat your favorite team. Good thing he was Eagles fan.
San Francisco here.
And a 3rd and 5.
The secondary. I mean, if you're Kyle Shanahan right now, you got to be thinking, okay, I mean, I know I love to run the ball, but I mean, what can you possibly call?
Yeah, at some point, your only option is just to continue to repeat runs. I mean, that's pretty clear. Remember, that one pass was on the 3rd down screen they threw to McCaffrey on the opening drive that Purdy returned to the game in the 3rd quarter. So...
McCaffrey set up a 4th and 3, maybe 4th and 2 here.
Yeah, there's no question. You got nothing to lose. There's no doubt. Any point in the game, this is a go, let alone when you find yourself down 3 scores in the 4th quarter. It's just a matter of how creative can Kyle Shanahan continue to be in the run game without just turning and giving it to Christian McCaffrey, running into a brick wall every play.
Fourth and 2, they toss it with Debo, and he's wrecked by Fletcher Cox. Turnover on downs.
They are feeling it in Philadelphia. 28-7.
Hey, Dallas Cowboys fans. Since 1996, the New York Giants have won 2 Super Bowls, and the Eagles have been to 2 and won 1, and they're about to go back to a 3rd. How does that make you feel, Cowboys fans? And oh yeah, the Steelers have won 2 since the last time the Cowboys went to 1. So how else does that make you feel? Dallas fans, I ain't forgot about you bums after last week. Yeah, that if the Chiefs and Eagles both wind up in the Super Bowl, which is obvious the Eagles are. Now if the Chiefs make it, that podcast will be a must listen. Why does my phone always correct the word in to am? You know, in is a motherfucking word, you stupid piece of shit. Damn.
presented by Intuit TurboTax. Here in the fourth quarter, it's 28-7 Eagles. And we remind you that the reimagined Pro Bowl presented by Verizon, headed back to Las Vegas. Manning brothers as head coaches, new skills challenges in the first ever AFC-NFC flag football game. Next Sunday, 3 Eastern, ABC and ESPN. Philadelphia with a defensive stand. And these fans could feel it. 28-7.
They got the ball at the Niners 43, 10:52. I expect 3 or 4 runs in a row. Drain this clock and get out of here and go to the Super Bowl. In beautiful Glendale, Arizona.
Gainwell has it. And he takes it down to the 40. And now Landon Dickerson appears.
Got an injury on the offensive line for Philly. That's not good.
And Dickerson named to the Pro Bowl in his second season this year. And concern for him and this Eagles offensive line, which has been the best in the league. And they tend to him. They do that. And we'll be right back after these messages.
Be right back after these messages. What a letdown of a game. At least it's gone by fairly quickly and it's almost over.
Walks off, and Andre Dillard will come and replace him at left guard for now. Jalen Hurts in this game, 121 yards passing. No touchdowns or interceptions, but he got the legs going last drive. 39 yards rushing and a touchdown. Eagles with 4 rushing touchdowns here today. Gainwell's got it.
Gainwell bounces to the outside. First down. Into scoring range. Clock runs under 10 minutes.
On this game after a big week last week.
Yeah, it's just not a good job on the edge. You're going to see Nick Bosa. He's the edge player. Jimmy Ward needs to fit outside the running back. He's the real, right? So there's the line of scrimmage edge player, then there's the perimeter contained player, and 2 guys get in the same gap and allows
What up, Ozzy?
to kind of wind that thing all the way back.
Eagles going to the Super Bowl, Ozzy.
67 total yards for Gainwell here today. Give it to him again. He's wrapped up immediately. Nowhere to go as Eric Armstead has a beat on him. People wonder about the Eagles. You know, they won so many blowout games. You know, how would they do in a grinded-out game against the number 1
Debo's about to cry again like last year. I'm sorry, Debo.
It's taken a lot of effort, but they've shown you that they could grind through it.
Yeah, no question. This is, I think they knew coming at it today, if they had a chance to win, this is probably the best defense they're going to face not only all year, especially in the playoffs, but they've done a great job.
Gainwell again, sandwich, nowhere to go. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And they got 135 rush yards as a team. They were the 5th best rushing team in the league. But you said, and they kind of did that. They usually pass to take the lead, try and run and close it out.
Yeah, and it's just what makes them such a challenge, right? We came onto the broadcast talking about that they're willing and able to really win any style of game. And whether it turns into a high-scoring passing attack, spread you out, go 5 wide like they are here, or they can get on the ground and kind of grind you away.
3rd and 12 at the 30.
With the run game. It's just,
You know, if this is a regular season game, I would have already ended the stream.
It's the ultimate challenge.
3rd and long. Gainwell looking for a little seam and runs up in the middle into a brick wall. Javon Kinlaw was there first. And some tensions flaring. No penalty flags that I say now.
And now a flag comes in on who? If it's on the 49ers, honestly, I'd be good. Get this game over with.
What made them mad was Dre Greenlaw was taking full-on Rocky Balboa right hooks to the ball. I don't know if maybe somebody else came in. Take a look. The left hooks, right? He's punching at that ball.
They call it on the 49ers. So it's another first down for the Eagles.
Well, Kyle Shanahan has had a beef all day with some of the officiating, but we've shown you that
that's as hard as I've ever seen anybody trying to punch a ball out, that's for sure.
have been legit, but that's a 10th penalty. Greg, that's just that's frustration.
Yeah, it's not so much. I mean, we see teams all the time implement that peanut punch and try to attack the ball. There's nothing wrong with that. It was the repeated punching clearly after the whistle and clearly after the forward progress had ended. And that's, we've seen it now. This defense has shouldered a lot of the burden today.
Yeah, you can't just blame the unfortunate quarterback situation. The 49ers defense folded like a cheap fucking tent. Didn't step up at all. So this is definitely on them too.
Gainwell again, dancing around, nowhere to go, just spinning in the backfield there. And it'll bring up second down. You know, you think about Nick Sirianni, Greg, and we talked to him his second year, and on the precipice of taking his team to the Super Bowl, he was so fired up, and then he got emotional. He said, you know what, I always played no easy way out before all my games. You know, Rocky IV.
There's no easy way out.
And he said, you know, I just hit me like holy smokes from Mount Union, where he went to college, powerhouse D3 school, to here, and now he's 7 minutes away.
There's no shortcut home. Gee, I bet it's a run. And it's working. They're down to almost the 10. I like how the 49ers have totally conceded defeat. They were not even using timeouts after the previous third down when there was like 8.5, 9 minutes left.
Being the underdog his entire life. He kind of channels that through not only his entire playing career, but now his fast rise in his coaching career. You can hear the crowd. They know what's in store in the next 2 weeks, but in the city of the underdog story of Rocky and everything that comes with it, their head coach, he doesn't shy away from it. He leans into it.
Third and 7, tackled immediately.
Nobody do anything stupid this time. Still no timeouts called by the 49ers. That tells you where they're at right now.
And so Jake Elliott will come on and have his first opportunity here today. See a 31-yard try. As the Eagles looking at icing onto the cake here. Kick is up and it is
31-7 with 5:16 to go.
So bad if you're a fan of the Niners. Philly up big.
Always on point with the music choices.
4:17 to go, and the top, if there was one, about to be blown off this place in South Philly.
Welcome to the jungle. I don't know why they're playing that.
Deebo Samuel back deep. Gonna take it on out. And breaks a couple of tackles. Samuel still on his feet.
Go, Deebo.
And finally gonna be wrestled by multiple Eagles down to the ground.
Hell of a return for it to not matter.
Well, these Eagles have been the
Now,
best
Todd
team
said a
in the
little while
history
ago we've seen crazier comebacks. We sure have, and we're not going to see a crazy one today.
Right now, they'll break it up. And in a few minutes, they're going to feel something pretty special. You did in your career, playing the Super Bowl with the Panthers. So what's it like? What are they feeling right now?
Yeah, and the opportunity to host the NFC Championship trophy on your home field in front of your home crowd. As you said, I had the opportunity to experience that back in 2015. That was a memorable and kind of magical season. We fell short in the Super Bowl, but these next 2 weeks leading up to their trip out to Arizona are going to be unlike any experience these players have ever felt. It's a truly special night.
Christian McCaffrey's the quarterback now because why not?
Just makes it much more so as you see Christian McCaffrey now gone to that wildcat option at quarterback.
Yeah, Tevin Coleman in the game.
Trick play. Flip it back to McCaffrey, who wants to load up and throw, thinks better of it. Now he throws it up. That's intentional grounding.
He has a touchdown pass this year, and he's got 2 touchdown passes.
There's John Lynch over there picking the ball up. That's sad. That's grounding, is it not?
Throwing it out just in case.
Yeah, we were there. That was his.
And now Purdy comes into the game. All right.
Moment earlier in the year, he ran for one, caught one, threw one. He had kind of the trifecta performance. We'll see if they keep him at quarterback. We kind of mentioned a few possessions ago, but no, Brock Purdy's coming back. So that was a one-time kind of trick play that didn't really result in much.
Purdy back in, looking to throw for only the second time since the injury. Just a little underneath pass, and it goes nowhere. Brandon Graham right there on the tackle of Kittle. Hey, next Sunday, buckle up. One of NASCAR's most thrilling events returning to the LA Coliseum under the lights. NASCAR's Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum, featuring Grand Marshal Rob Lowe from Fox's 911 Lone Stars. Next Sunday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Fox. Third down and long for San Francisco. McCaffrey looks for a seam, has one, and is wrestled down now.
And we got a fight.
Some of the backups in, and now there's a little scrum breaking out again.
Let it go, man. This game needs to end.
Different scrums. We got a scrum here at the bottom. The officials, they see big old 65 trying to pull it. Oh.
Damn, Trent Williams. Trent Williams said enough of that shit. You don't want to piss off Trent Williams.
Philadelphia has to keep their players on the bench. They have bigger things to prepare for going forward. They can't have any of their players get caught up in any of this.
Trent Williams just put hands on somebody.
Both teams to the sideline, please. Both teams to the sideline. Both teams to the sideline. Both teams to the sideline, please.
And Sirianni's agging it on.
Well, these two were going with it, and then Trent Williams said enough of that. Threw Kayvon Wallace out of there, and then it really went crazy. Flags flying. And everyone lathered up here in Philadelphia, crowd going crazy. Mike,
He just did that dude like Joey Logano's crew member did Denny Hamlin at Martinsville a couple years ago.
If there was a penalty called, can look at all of this action and determine if anyone's to be thrown out or how many are to be thrown out. They'll throw out Williams. They're going to throw him out for that slam down on the ground. And you can't leave the bench area too. So after the fact, there'll probably be a lot of fine letters that go out in San Francisco as they entered the field. So This is all conversation now going on with New York, and John Hussey sending the teams to the sideline just to kind of keep everybody apart while they figure out what they're going to do.
Now, Mike, you mentioned some of the players on the sideline. I mean, I specifically saw Hassan Reddick and multiple guys.
Fouls on both teams.
I'll ask you after he announces it.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Offense, number 71. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 42. Both players will be disqualified from the game.
So, Mike, just to finish my question, so twofold. Is there any risk, you mentioned number 42, Kevon Wallace, he was ejected. Is there any risk of him having to be required to sit out the Super Bowl? And then secondly, you mentioned fine letters. If you come off the sideline to enter the scrum, are those guys potentially in jeopardy of missing the Super Bowl, or is it just fines?
They are. Now, they would be fines, but you're not, this is not an automatic ejection foul where it carries over to the Super Bowl. Unless they're to suspend them. If they were to suspend them, then that would occur. But I really don't think in this case it would be that.
Great. Because I think
Trent Williams going to be at SmackDown on Friday night.
You want every player you can. You don't want to lose anyone.
Well, you saw that replay. Jalen Hurts was standing well away. They're going to just sit back and watch this thing. And Trent Williams and Kevon Wallace ejected. There goes Williams.
Will the game clock operator please set the game clock to 4:13?
Can we please set this game clock to fucking 000 and get out of here? At the 2-minute warning, I'm going to stop the stream and take a break. And we'll come back for the AFC game later. Coming up in a little while. Not long from now. Another trick play that's going a whole lot of nowhere. Damn. Ooh, he fumbled, I think. Either way, it's a turnover on downs. Same fucking outcome. This has certainly been a pathetic showing by the 49ers.
We'll give credit where credit's due, of course.
EDP, are you seeing this?
The boxing analogy, the kind of culture identity here in Philly. Well, sometimes the expression is you have one hand tied behind your back. In this second half, San Francisco offensively have had both hands tied behind their back. And
Gardner Minshew is the quarterback now.
Scott getting the carries. Gardner Minshew in at quarterback. Rihanna returning at the Apple Music.
Oh wow, Rihanna!
Halftime show. February
You haven't told us about that today. Just kidding.
Where the Eagles will be, and they'll await the winner of the AFC Championship a little bit later with the Bengals in Kansas City. Jeffrey Lurie, the owner of the Eagles, on the sideline enjoying this one. For the Niners, a year of hard work and a great season, losing their third and fourth string quarterbacks today. Just unfair. Scott taken to the ground. It's so difficult. You work the whole year for that, and then playing with your third string quarterback who's been great. And then you lose him and the next. I know Purdy came back in, but he obviously couldn't throw. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at some point you can only overcome so much in the NFL, and then you find yourself going up against what's been the best team in the entire league all season long in the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was just a hill they couldn't climb. And I don't know how many teams could have weathered what they had to weather to even get to this point, but right now the story is this Philadelphia Eagles team.
I'm glad this is the only reason we're seeing Gardner Minshew in this game today.
It's Scott right up the gut, just running out time. It's going to be a little short of a first.
And go to the 2-minute warning, and I assume go for this on 4th down to convert it and just take a knee. All right, I'm going to take a break. Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. Come back in about a